I played that button a little too soon. All right. What is going on, ladies and gents? How are we doing today? Welcome to another installment of the Casually Chelsea show. I'm here with Scott. We'll have more people joining the panel later in the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good weekend and are pretty entertained by all the fixtures that happened over the weekend. We'll get into, I actually want to talk a little bit before we get into the actual show things of the result that we just witnessed between Liverpool and City. So we'll get into a little bit of that, and then we'll get into your, just Chelsea related schedule, obviously. Got about a good amount of news to get you guys up to date with what happened this week at Chelsea in and around the club. But be sure, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button so that you help us get to that 5K goal. We've been growing pretty handsomely, so we want to keep the momentum going, guys. Even during international break, I know news is going to be really slow and really stagnant and boring. But hey, once we get back from international break, we got stream after stream after stream after stream after stream, on and on and on, up until the next international break, which is, I think, in February. I don't even know. But March, there you go. So it's going to be a marathon, people. So be sure to also hit that bell notification so you're notified whenever we do go live. Smash the like if you haven't done so already. And if you have some points to use, if you don't mind, we have the hype feature as well. Go ahead and hype up the video. It does help out the algorithm big time. So big up to every single one of you in the chat. Big up Pels, big up Pierre Romero, Coco, everyone, the proper casuals and everyone else. Be sure to use those emojis, enjoy them. And I didn't really plan for this segment, Scott. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot to, but I do want to talk about the game that just happened. Did you get to watch it?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch any football, to be honest. Today I was out with my family for a decent amount.
I mean, to be fair, Scott did watch the Chelsea game.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't watch any of the games today.
Yeah, we'll actually talk a little bit about the Chelsea game since we didn't really get to hear from you yesterday. I do want to show the table where we currently stand, ladies and gents, after this weekend's fixtures. There's no fixtures tomorrow, right? Liverpool was the last of it.
I think so.
I believe so as well. All right, let's get this on the screen to show you guys where Chelsea currently stand. And for those of you listening, Chelsea currently stand in third after today's Man City victory over Liverpool, 3-0. 2 points behind City in second and 6 points behind Arsenal in first. Dare I say we are in a title race. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't take me seriously, please. Don't even clip me out of context. Prime, I am watching you. But yeah, so it's close in the top four. It can drastically change in one game between I'm looking at 9th and where we are right now. So Burnley is an important match that we definitely need to win when we get back from international break. But yeah, on the City Liverpool match, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to just automatically write off Liverpool and say they're done in terms of a quote unquote title race, but of the top four that everyone's been predicting, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like Liverpool are the least likely to get involved in a title race at this point in the season, or at any point in the season, to be honest. They're done. They're done. I do feel they were a little hard done by with the whole Robertson offside for the Virgil van Dijk headed goal. I think that was a little harsh. I don't think even if Robertson was in another position, Donnarumma would have saved it. But like Ahmed would say, the game's the game, and results are resulting, and you get what you get. And so, yeah, Jeremy Doku also having a good season this season. I'll admit it. I've been one of his biggest critics, and I've said it on American Waffle a few times. I said it to Vader. I think this season, Jeremy Doku's really started to turn it around. Ryan Cherky didn't have much of an impact from what I could tell, from what I was able to watch. But that's not to say he can't also be an X factor in this team. But Erling Haaland, I mean, did you even get to watch the goals or the highlights, Scott?
I haven't watched the highlights yet. No, like I know what the result was, and I like kept on top of it in terms of like how each team was playing, but I didn't like that was about it.
Yeah, no. I mean, Erling Haaland, just a phenomenal headed goal, just well placed. That right now easily the best striker in the world. CP, were you able to watch the City Liverpool game?
When Doku decided to become Neymar and Hazard combined today?
To be fair, man, Doku's been good this season. He's been looking like he's been turning it around since the beginning of the season. At least, not even turning it around, but at least becoming the player that people were hyping him up to be.
4 people were marking him at one point. 4 people. Holy shit.
He was sensational today.
And
I can't lie.
I'm sorry, that Liverpool defense is like Bonnie Blue, man. Anyone can run through that, man. God damn, bro. God damn. I was with the Liverpool fan. I even told him, I told him yesterday, I'm like, watch Konate fuck this up for you. And he did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no. That team is cooked.
Van Ora doing, Van Ora things.
Florian Wirtz, still no goals or assists in the Premier League, right?
11-0.
Yikes.
Yeah, and they were 3-0 down, but instead of bringing on their 130 million pound striker that they have on the bench, decided to bring on Joe Gomez and Chiesa. Chiesa, I get, because solid. But
I didn't even deep that, actually. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Talk about throwing the white flag.
Yeah, and also Salah, Marshall.
Oh, Salah's criminal for me. Like, after CP, I don't normally try to be reactionary.
No. But
after that miss, I was texted into the group chat, Salah is washed.
No,
he's done.
These men ever talk about longevity? If these people talk about longevity and Hazard being washed at 30, he also started at 17 and won the league in 19 and 20, you bums, while Salah was in freaking Basel or in the Egyptian league. So let's not compare.
How old is Salah now?
33, turning 34 if I'm correct.
When did he move to Liverpool? How old was he?
2016, 17.
So
I think 16, 17 was the season, because the weird thing is Salah had kind of.
Bro. Yeah.
Here's the thing, you know how
He should have at the best time.
Wow, what are we talking about?
Who knew all along it was Trent? All I'm saying is, who knew it was Trent carrying Salah all along? Because Trent's gone.
Ooh.
Salah fell off a fucking cliff.
No, I'm not calling him.
Speak on it.
Hold up, I'm not calling him Salah. He's not Salah, bro. He's Mohammed. I'm sorry. The Salah era is over. That's Mohammed, bro. That's the brother. That's the brother. That's the brother working my bodega on the corner. That's Mohammed. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Can I get my chopped cheese with chips? Thank you. That's Mohammed. That ain't Salah, bro. That's Mohammed, bro.
More than Mohammed Salah. You're talking about Mohammed.
He's bro.
Bro, he's finished. He's actually
Yo, he
so
really
finished.
is. He's
Does
so
he
washed.
have? Hold up. Can we fact check? Does he have yet a completed dribble? Because I remember like 2 weeks ago,
Oh yeah.
he still had yet to complete a dribble.
That's horrible for him.
We remember this, right? It was going around. They were like, "Hey, he had yet to complete a dribble yet in any competition."
Let me see if there's an actual.
Yeah, Salah's 33. I'm correct. Yeah, 33.
I had a look. Yeah, so he joined in 2016. So say he leaves in 2026. You're telling me his peak was 9 years at the top level? Yeah, don't try and compare him and Hazard, man. Like, see,
Bro.
in
Don't,
terms of
bro. They
performing at
keep
the top
disrespecting
level-
my goat.
Hold
Stop,
on, in
bro.
terms of performing at the top level,
For a similar amount of time, just at different age groups. Like one was starting off at 17, balling out in France, and then winning the league for Lille against.
While
PSG.
some dude was literally in Egypt, by the way. That brother
Yeah.
was in Egypt. He was getting sand
No,
out his
I'm-
eyes.
And then
I'm
was
not
in
doing
Basel, and then was in Basel. While
Um,
Hold that
was
stuff.
in the league.
No, bro, see, I'm looking now, by the way. It wasn't the same amount of time. If you want to take from when Hazard was balling at the top level, which was he was at Lille, that's 12 years. Because he was still balling when he left us. It was just when he went Real Madrid. 12 years, bro. Don't chat to me. That guy was balling at the top level, winning league titles for 12 years. Salah's washed after 9.
Oh yeah, and I never want to hear from Liverpool fans because last season he had that amazing season. Them comparing him to Henry as the second best player in the history of the EPL. Never again.
Stinky take.
Never
Stinky
Never
take.
again. Also, don't you take Terry's name out of your filthy mouths, you filthy pieces of shit. Never again compare him to Terry. He's not even better than Carvalho. He's not better
True.
than Vidic. He's not
Hey,
better than Yapstam.
No, hold up. All those. By the way, a lot of the people you named, they defended back-to-back titles.
Exactly.
True.
That's what
He didn't. Best defender all time in the Prem, but he never defended a title. Get on my face, man. Get on my face.
Give me Tony Adams. Not better than Tony Adams. Not better
his
than
career was
Ferdinand.
finished,
Don't. Let's.
He might barely crack top 10, you know. Like,
Brother,
look-
again, the thing is, Scott, people don't understand. People don't understand.
Just be happy you're better than.
Scott, again, people don't understand because like there are gonna be kids who are born right, but they're gonna have their parents tell them like, "Yo, like streets are not gonna forget that at one point it was like Messi, Neymar, Hazard. He had the streets, bro. People were gonna forget, but they're gonna tell their kids. No kid is growing up being like, you know what? Let me throw on some Mo Salah comps. I'm trying to play like Salah. Nobody, bro. Nobody.
You know
Like,
how some people talk about like
people want to talk about legacy. His legacy is cheeks because the shocker, by the way, people, he plays like he's playing like right now. He's played like this before, except he was getting GNA. When the GNA is no longer there, I'm telling you, like the GNA for Salah is like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got 6-8 shots in, you're mixing liquor, you know what I'm saying? When you're next day, stone cold sober, you looking at her, you're like, whoa, what am I looking at?
Bro, you know how they talk about like some players' eras, like for example, Rudiger. Talk about like Rudiger when he had the mask Rudiger that season when he broke his face. People talk about that era of time. People are gonna talk about Salah, and we're gonna be like, "Yo, remember back from Turkey, Salah." Man gave up all of his Egyptian pounds for that hairline last season just to provide this stinky performance now. All the aura was left behind.
I think I found the key. Okay, so we know Salah's weakness is the number 25 because it's 25th is Christmas, right? And guess what year it is? 2025. And what year? Has he shit? 2025. He was good in 2024, right? That's when he was getting GNA. And then 2025 hit, and he was shit. And he's been shit.
No, hold up.
Christmas here.
Let him cook. He onto something here. He
All
onto
I'm
something.
saying is
Let
the
him
dots
cook.
are connecting. The dots are connecting. The connections are connecting.
Absolutely ridiculous. And City just convincingly. I thought Liverpool would have at least gotten a goal or two.
I'm telling you right
To
now,
be
City,
fair, I got robbed of a goal. I got robbed of my
They
result
fucked up, bro.
RSM. I guess 3-1. That Van Dijk goal should have stood.
brother. I
He's
also trust me. Listen, I also got robbed too. I got robbed. I robbed myself because I predicted 3-1 Wolves. I was like, surely somebody gonna mess up at the back. Now you want to keep a clean sheet. All right, man, get on my face, bro. I can't stand it sometimes, bro.
By the way, holy shit.
Also, I just want to say this league,
like that Wolves team is the epitome of please quick sim the season. Just quick sim the season. They're going down. There's no point. 0 point.
Bro,
I mean, since we're on the topic, let's actually.
I feel for that team. You know, I feel for those fans. Watching some of those.
I feel for the fans. 100%. I feel for the fans, but they've been the ownership mismanaged them. So like, I can't feel that bad.
You know how bad it is when you're like, I'm fairly certain one of their wing backs, I couldn't tell you which one, was the best player on the pitch for them. Do you know how bad that is? Your wing back is your best player, bro. That's peak.
I mean, okay, you gotta hold up. You gotta remember last season they were getting bailed out by like Cunha.
yeah.
So
This is true.
he's no longer there.
No, but
This is true.
even then, bro, there were certain players in their team where I was like, okay, like this guy's a decent player. Even though Cunha was bailing him out, I was like, this guy's a decent player, brother. I can't tell you one player in their team. I look at it and go, yeah, he's decent. Genuinely speaking,
Okay, let me see.
their whole midfield yesterday stank.
Let me
Just cheeks, just literal cheeks.
You know what's crazy? I legitimately, their midfield was so non-existent. I don't even know the numbers of the people that are playing in midfield. Like if you told me what number was in midfield, I can't tell you, bro.
Do you know what? The reason I know the numbers is because I had to keep looking at them when I was watching the game. Like, because I was at the game, and obviously when they were playing in the second half, they were playing away from us.
Nah, bro.
That's the only
They
reason,
have,
bro.
okay, you know what? Wolves
'Cause I
have
saw-
a number
I saw
7.
number 7 and number 8.
Get them out of the Prem, bro.
Yeah, number 7 and number 8 kept getting the ball.
7 in midfield, bro. Get them out of the Prem, bro. Oh my
By the
god.
way, do you know what's nuts as well?
Yo,
Like, because I've seen Wolves fans on Twitter, because I think I follow a couple of them, cook the shit out of that Munetzi guy. I understand why now. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ, he's fucking terrible.
That's
Bro,
so funny.
he's so bad. Like,
it's crazy because
you know how
again,
bad it
Scott
is,
was
bro?
watching this in person in 4K.
Yeah.
And I'm saying live.
You know how bad it is, by the way. Their midfield was so bad in the first half, in the whole game. He came on and made them worse. Do you know how hard that is to make an already shit midfield worse? Bro, you're terrible.
Damn. Saw it in 4K too.
And you know what's
That's
crazy is like
crazy.
usually when a team goes down, right? It's like the
Yeah.
whole okay, they're going down. So all the big teams are like, all right, fire sale of their players, right? We can get the best. Who are you getting out of Wolves?
I don't think anyone wants to
No
anyone
disrespect.
from
What, like,
Wolves.
who are you buying from Wolves when they go down? Like, really?
No. The only player I would even
They might be,
consider
hold
not
up,
even
they
for
might be the
Chelsea
first
would be the
relegated team
striker.
to go down and have no Prem team steal their players.
Strad Larson's the
player I
only
think-
one that probably gets out
Bro,
of
he
that
was
team.
terrible as well, but he might
he
be
was
the
bad.
only one. Like, I
Yeah.
could see
Yeah.
Newcastle maybe reigniting interest and like the
Again,
backup
bro,
striker.
Newcastle are balling though with Nick.
But RSM as backup striker, I can see it.
But aren't they the same age though? Or no?
Bro, to be fair, as long as like they just need a backup because I think they've got Asula and that's it. But that's
Okay,
it. Like,
never mind.
that's the
Yeah,
only
To be
backup.
fair, Scott, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs were to go in for him. If Koulibaly doesn't cook
Bro,
this season.
Nah, you're cooking. Hold on, Marshall cooking. That is a Spurs ass player. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just
100%,
saying.
but that's bro. He might be the only one, you know, like the only one.
You know, he not might. Who else?
Get rid
I'm
of
looking at
Richarlison for
I'm looking at all their
Strad
players. I wouldn't take anybody, bro. They all stink.
That's a good point. Let me look at this.
No. Ait Nouri was the last best thing that came out of that club.
No, I'm telling you, Ait Nouri and Cunha were saving that club last season.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would have been relegated. So now that both are gone, it's over.
Yeah, bro.
Even
he's fine.
Wang, I don't think he
He's
lasts anymore.
like maybe that Rodrigo Gomez kid. Like, he didn't play yesterday. I think he's
Mhm.
decent. Someone might buy him, maybe. But like,
Mhm.
that's it, bro.
There's a few stats that came out of yesterday's game that I just wanted to read out, and obviously, Scott, I
All right,
want
run
your views on the game because you were there. Chelsea has spent just 14.4% of their Premier League matches this season in a losing game state, with only Crystal Palace 14.2 spending a lower portion of their games losing. This felt like a weird stat that it came out in a weird time. This was right before the game. I was like, this feels like copium. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels one of those like expected runs kind of stats. Like, what's going on here?
I think
To be fair, that kind of doesn't surprise me because like
Yeah.
you look at some of the games we've lost or drawn or whatnot.
by the way, the Brighton game, red card. We were up 1-0 when the
Yeah,
red card happened.
that's true.
I was saying the Brighton game. I think about the Sunderland game. We were like winning
Mhm.
or drawing. It's like it's the games we're losing, we're throwing it away in the towards the end of the games.
I mean,
so
Sunderland, for example, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like, we're either drawing a game like Palace, so that's not losing, or we're like throwing it away at the end. So like, you were in a position where you weren't losing for most of the game, and you threw it in because our defenders decided to just twerk everywhere.
Yeah, and it does paint a better picture of how the season's been going. I know it's not been great, but the table also doesn't lie.
It was the same thing. It was the same thing with Brentford too. I just remember Brentford too. We were like, I remember 85th minute Caicedo, and then 93rd we gave up the lead.
Yeah, but even that game we drew, we didn't lose. So like, we've only lost. We've lost 3 games this season. It was Sunderland,
2 red cards.
It was Sunderland, Brighton. What was the other game we lost in the league?
So Brighton United, bro. The
United
red card. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say United.
I just do everything I can to not remember that match. So I understand why you think out of memory.
United one is the only one. If you think about it, in terms of the United one is the only one we've lost. In terms of losing positions, I'm trying to think of the games we've had this season where we've gone where we've conceded first.
Even Liverpool, we scored first and then conceded.
Yeah, I think Brentford was the same. I'm pretty sure. Did we concede first or score? I'm pretty sure we scored first.
Brentford, we were down. Shot it 3-5, and then Palmer scored 61. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, that one we were down. So yeah, like there hasn't been too many.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Also, in regards to yesterday's game, funny comments from Maresca on Malagusto. Finally, we like to attack with fullbacks. Sometimes it's him, sometimes it's Cucurella. Last season, Cucurella scored 6 or 7 goals. Hopefully, Malo can score more goals this season. Malo is one of our main players because he allows us to be versatile. And it's funny. I think we were talking about this with CP the other day. He's kind of using Malagusto how he would have probably used KDH. But I think more suited to Malo, where he yesterday, for example, on that right wing, up and down, getting involved in midfield a little bit too, bombing into the box. Esteval has registered more Premier League assists this season than Bukayo Saka, even though he's played 344 minutes fewer.
That assist counted though, so he only has 1 assist, no?
Yeah, that assist didn't count.
Yeah, I checked the Premier League website, it didn't count.
Oh man.
So he was only at 1 again.
We'll get it next time. And then Marc Cucurella on the versus Premier League fullbacks. I don't know why I'm reading this. We're not surprised by this, but now it's, there in front of you. Possessions 1 minus loss first. Offensive duels 1 first. Defensive duels 1 second. Duels 1 percentage second. Possession plus minus. I guess that's the difference. Possession, how much he's had possession, how much he's lost. He's third. Assists and key passes, also third. Top 7 league profile. Wait, let me look at this actually. What is this? Okay, while that loads.
Bro just clicks on a random website. No one is.
Bro just actually, like, his Microsoft just died live. Just blue screen of death.
For real, that would have been so tragic.
I was like,
stream of all
I
places.
when the blue screen came up, I immediately looked at your camera. I'm like, did his computer just die?
Fuck.
I don't think any of us are surprised by this either, because
we're not.
He was arguably, like, if we're being extremely generous to the other players, he was arguably top 3 fullbacks last season. The only dudes competing with him, one of them has spent the whole season being injured so far. The other one has been just been dog shit. And the only other person who's stepped up to kind of his level has been very good in Calafiori. Like, he's probably the second best left back this season.
Yeah,
it's not on his level. Like, that's how it is. Like, actually, no, the only other one you could say was his level was Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's been dropped. So, like, there's all his challengers have just fallen away. Like, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Tell us on the game. Obviously, you were there. What did you see? What did you think of it?
That first half was a hard watch. I can't lie. Just
to be clear, chat, he did not boo, by the way.
I was about to ask, how are the boos? Because literally watching it live, I could hear the boos every time they pass back to Sanchez. Like, loud.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad to begin with, but, like, when it got to about, like, the 35th minute onwards and we were doing that, there was a lot of people around me, like, shouting and getting annoyed at that. There was one dude literally stood right behind me that from the 14th minute onwards just kept shouting and complaining at Maresca. Like,
Scott, not to be that guy, Age?
Like
Not to be like an
50s,
age.
bro, mid-50s, I think. Like at least.
fair.
Hmm.
Do you know what funny thing was?
Listen,
He didn't come
hey,
back.
Marshall, you know me. I didn't want to be that guy, but
Just to put that on as well, he didn't come back out for the second half.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
oh my god,
He
bro,
didn't come back.
please.
Wow.
He went home and he's like, "Dang, Maresca." Bro, I'm telling you right now.
Wow. You know
No,
what?
that's
Lazy. Lazy. Too lazy.
Lazy. He didn't want to go back to his seat, clearly.
But yeah, like first half was hard to watch.
Mhm.
Neto is just frustrating the fucking shit out of me. I can't lie.
Yeah.
João Pedro was
bad.
as well. Like we handled Wolves really well. To be fair, like they didn't have anything. It wasn't like we were struggling against in that sense, but it was like that. You could see just the lack of quality we had in real key areas. The fact that Garnacho was probably or arguably our best player kind of tells you the state of where we were at.
It's so
It's so bad. He was actually really good yesterday. Like I can't even hate like that. Marshall,
He was
that's what an actual really good performance looks like. None of that Liverpool hype up where he beat his man once and didn't put a successful cross in.
The bar was
once.
low, Scott. The bar was low.
That was actually.
The thing is, like, we did the same thing for Nani last season. We were like, no, it was a good Nani performance. I'm like, he did nothing. He did
The
nothing.
bar was low.
I was like, people were like, I think Nani had a good game. I'm like, he did nothing.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
so, like-
Garnacho's actually been decent in terms of impact on the games.
He's been getting GA, more GA than Cunha.
No, I'll be honest. He's been mostly shit up until yesterday. Yesterday was the first
yesterday
game
was
I
his best
had.
performance.
Not even just his, but that's his only good performance he's had since he's arrived. And it was more than just the goals and assists. His intent in terms of because the thing
He
that
was
pissed me off with
cooking
Neto,
whoever that fullback was, bro.
yeah, the thing that pissed me off with Neto is like I don't like because the thing with Garnacho is there's two things. Number one is like the quality isn't there, but his intent was. It's like he's not going to beat his man all the time. He's just not. But the intent is there of like I'm going to try and take him on. He didn't do that against Conor Bradley, which pissed me off. Which is like why I don't think that Liverpool game was good. Or he did it once, which was when he was successful.
He probably could have against Conor Bradley. To be
that's
fair,
what I'm saying. He did it once.
Yeah, I
and
see
then
what you're
didn't
saying.
try it again.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he was doing it there, bro. Neto didn't take his fucking fullback on once, bro.
Yeah.
It's just cut
It
back
kept
and
annoying
cross,
me.
cut back and cross. And the thing that I also was impressed with Garnacho in the second half is with like both the goals. Going back to that Liverpool game, going back to other games this season, he's got in like not similar positions because like most of his crosses have come from the byline, but it's all like hit and hope. There's just I'm going to put power on this, hit it into an area, and I hope someone's there. Whereas both crosses, like the pass to Neto and the cross into Gusto, it was measured. It was like I'm putting this in the exact position it needs to go in, and someone is going to be there. Which I was impressed with. Like that's good to see. It's like it's a level of progression. But yeah, second half was better, and I think that early goal in the second half helped. Getting it so quick meant the Wolves had to come out, and then we were able to kill them like on the counter attack with that goal from Neto and yeah, like Esteval, by the way.
Even that run. I've also talked last thing about Garnacho is that run in the first half. Like he did good to make the run. Enzo found them over the top. It just finishing just wasn't there. But it was a good run.
But yeah, Esteval, by the way. Holy Jesus Christ.
That's my star boy. That's legitimately my star boy, bro.
Bro, what like watching him in person is something different, by the way, because he
True. True.
I need people
like speechless. No, like actually though.
Like understand what I'm about to say and think about what I say before the way he plays and the way what he does to fans is similar because the only reference point I have to go
aura,
off
bro. No, it's
I know what you're
say,
gonna
bro.
say.
It's the aura.
The only
aura.
players
You're
I've
not
seen
wrong.
live,
it's
the closest thing we've had to Hazard in terms of he gets the ball and there's this like there's this level of like excitement and feeling and stuff like
you feel like something's about to happen.
Play, and it's like you don't feel that with I've not felt that way about a player watching them in fucking years, bro. Like it's literally since Hazard. And the only other person, and again I'm not saying that he is on the same wavelength, the only other person I've seen live that gave me that sort of feeling was Neymar. And Yeah,
Listen,
like
Scott, don't
Yeah,
let them
I
tell
watched
you
Neymar,
otherwise.
like,
Scott, people
when I
in
watched
Brazil were
Neymar
saying
live,
saying this
Yeah,
song.
people in Brazil were saying
People in
this.
Brazil were saying this, so don't let
I mean,
anybody
Yeah,
tell you
CP
that.
even too.
and when I
CP
watched
knows.
Neymar live as well, like this was early Neymar. This was 2012.
Yeah.
Like this is when he was still at Santos, and like,
Mhm.
yeah,
I saw Neymar live at the same time. Yeah.
bro, yeah, because
was
he
something.
played in the Olympic team during the Olympics. It was in London, so I ended up getting to see him in a game because like, he was
Yeah.
in the same team as like Oscar, him, a couple of others. Yeah, bro, like, and it's a similar feeling of like it just that level of excitement. But yeah, just the fact of like for the goal, he has like 3 people around him and he doesn't give a shit. Like he doesn't care. There's no level of like, oh, what can I like? What do I do here? Like, do I have to like stop? Or, nah, it's just fuck all of that. It's I've got 3 man.
I hate. No, did you see? No, did you see the video though? Of those, it was like Arsenal fans on TikTok. I think I saved it on my TikTok. Literally, they were like being asked, like, okay, stop, like, speak when I say a player better than Max Dowman, and the first player was Esteval, and literally everybody in the comments were like, the video it should end at Esteval. They said that Max Dowman was on like Lamine Yamal's level. Like, they need to give it up, bro.
But yeah, like just watching it was special. Like I think the Chelsea fans it's like appreciate that. Like he got a huge cheer when he came on.
I knew he was warming up because I literally heard the crowd cheer, and I'm like, okay, so
yeah, like
I was getting warmed up. I heard them cheer.
Him, like is just insane. And I think what it does with the fan base and with him is it's like he is the first player that provides proof of concept of what these owners are trying to do. Because I don't consider Enzo and Caicedo at that level. Maybe you could say Palmer, probably.
Yeah.
But after Palmer, he's the next. Because for me, Enzo and Caicedo, like Caicedo was the biggest fucking lock you could have made. Like, sorry, 2 teams were going to pay 115 million for him. 2 top teams, and like he showed the same level, maybe not like the same level in terms of on this bigger scale, but like he was performing this well for Brighton as well. Like that was a lock. Enzo like hasn't hit the heights in terms of that, but like I still think he's been very good for us.
Yep.
I'd say he's after Palmer the next like proof of concept of this is the best in terms of this model and what we're trying to do and how it can work. He's
the idea of finding stars before they're made. Yeah.
Because no one else has been really outside of him and Palmer to the level of like finding just an unknown, a guy before he gets bought, you know, not cutting out the middleman sort of thing. So yeah, like he's just a special kid, man.
I'm glad you brought that up because that unlocked like a deep memory. Because I remember the first time I saw Neymar, and it was when the Red Bull Arena RSM was just opening, and it was a friendly between Santos and Red Bull New York. I didn't know who the fuck Neymar was, but when he came on the pitch, the crowd went crazy.
That was good. Was that 2012? That would have been like when Henri was there, wouldn't it have been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been like Henri and...
Either that was the season before he joined or the season he did. But it was around that time. Yeah. And yeah, that's honestly kind of the feeling I get with this kid. And it's exactly like what you said too. He doesn't give a fuck. He just makes it happen. When I watched him in Club World Cup, that goal we conceded to him, I'm watching the game in person and I'm thinking, 1 second I see him, you know, get past Cuckoo, and then the next second I'm wondering, wait, what happened? Like, that he scored from that angle? Like, I couldn't even get mad at Rob Sanchez for the goal.
No,
so
like,
it's just, he's good. He's that guy. He really is. And
he's him.
I mean, I wanted to ask you this too, Scott. It's funny that we were just talking about the performance Enzo had about Karabag last time we spoke, and the next game he does exactly the things that we were talking about. I want to see Enzo passing from the back and creating more and all that. Like, what was that like seeing that in person too?
Yeah, it was good, and it's what we've wanted. Is because this, and I spoke about this on a stream I did actually earlier today. Like this. What we've seen from Enzo in terms of the box crashing, yeah, cool. It got loads of GNA, and that's fine, and it helped the team. And we do need to find sources of goals from somewhere. But it's such a limiting role for Enzo to do, and especially like I don't need to spend 100 mil on a guy to do that. Respectfully, I didn't
Yes.
like the club should not be spending 100 mil on a guy to
Mhm.
box crash and nothing else. You could have gotten Conor Gallagher to do that. I don't like Conor Gallagher as a player. The one thing he could do really well and effectively was box crash. Maybe the assists he couldn't do, but the box crashing shit he could. So like, didn't need to spend 100 mil on a player to do that. So this is like he can still do some of the box crashing, but be a proper box to box of like picking the ball up deep, driving with it, being able to play those passes, being able to connect, find the passes like RSM said when Garnacho's making that run and Delap's making runs.
Yeah,
But,
that link up
but
was
by the
so-
way, but do you know? Okay, but do you know why that worked this game? And this is something that like that I guess as you could say as a valid criticism of Maresca is we don't see Enzo and Caicedo in the pivot together enough. That's really what it is. Because so often we have like Reece there or Lavia there, so Enzo is put in the 10.
Yeah,
I think
when he's in the
Cole
10,
Palmer
he's
is
doing the
Or-
box
or
crashing
that,
thing.
that
when-
is why as well.
Or you've
Cole
got like
Palmer, yeah.
one of the fullbacks inverted into midfield. See, it's
Exactly.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Like when he
Mhm.
when you have a fullback inverting into midfield, he's not there. For example, you look at the Garnacho chance, right? Because he's in the pivot, he's right next to Caicedo, won the ball, and immediately he went to Enzo because he's there. I think that happened like literally 3 times in the game, if I remember
True.
correctly, where
Very
Caicedo
true.
won the ball and Enzo was right next to him because they are in the pivot. And so Caicedo
Yeah.
wins the ball back and Enzo immediately plays it. And that's like legitimately what we thought would happen when we bought both of them. Like Caicedo wins the ball back, Enzo sprays the pass.
But that's the issue with
crazy.
us playing. This is the one downside about Reece James and his current form, right? Is because Gusto can do the inverting / bombing up and down, so that's why he can play higher in the pitch, and that allows Enzo to be in the pivot with Caicedo. But when James is playing, he has to invert into the midfield, so he's partnering Caicedo, and that makes Enzo move further up in the box
Yeah.
crash. That's the only
Yeah.
downside. I'm not saying that, but tactically, because of
Mhm.
Reece's body, that's what needs to be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Like,
ideally you want to be able to put all the best players on the pitch, and you just got to shoehorn it sometimes.
Yeah, but like this is where like with Enzo, like I want to see more of this because this
Yeah.
is his best form. Like this is his. This is what we paid the £100 million for.
This
and
is World Cup
what-
Enzo.
I
he's
don't
gonna-
think
if
we
he's
do this,
gonna get in the
because
conversation-
Reece James is going to start, right? Like in bigger
Say
games. So Reece James is going to start in bigger games. So Reece is going to invert into the midfield. So it's going to push Enzo on the 10 anyways, or in the box
like-
crashing role anyways.
I still think you
Yeah,
can
it's-
find ways to make it work, but yeah, I get
But
it.
you're not going to have this performance that consistently. That's what I'm saying. Because of
It's just difficult because
Cole's injured.
it's effective. Like we can hate it, but in the big games, it has worked more
Yeah,
often than not.
I also think part of it as well, in terms of the box crashing stuff, is because of like what Maresca said in the past about like he prefers having multiple players scoring 10, 15 goals rather than one.
5 in the attack stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, that's cool. But like when you actually deep it, it's like, no, I kind of understand that because if you look at our team that started yesterday, we have 2 players that in a league season have scored 10 or more goals in their career. 2.
Mhm.
And one of them,
Delap?
Delap and Pedro. And for Pedro,
Yeah.
half of those were penalties, which he's not taking. And Delap got 12. So like, we actually
Which
kind of
also-
needed him to get goals.
How many pens?
Delap, I don't even know. But even like, yeah, I think at least 2 of
Hasn't
them.
Ganacho maybe got 10 goals when he first
No, he
started?
didn't. Garnacho's best goal scoring record in a season is 9.
Was it 9? Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
Because in this
So
first
no
season, he
one
had
outside of
goals.
those 2 have got double digits. And then even if you think about the players that are missing, Palmer, yes.
Yeah, but Palmer's an anomaly. Like he
S-
puts up
S-
insane numbers.
Yeah, Esteval did, but it was the Brazilian league, like respectfully.
To be fair,
Um,
he is decently on track to provide an insane
Oh, yeah,
season
definitely.
per season.
But
This is true.
so you've got max 4 players.
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, and
What,
like,
wait,
even if you
what
think
about
about it
Enzo
last
Fernandez? Didn't he
season,
get more than 10 last season?
say again?
Didn't Enzo
Not
Fernandez
goals.
get more?
No,
Didn't he?
Enzo in all comps last season got 9.
I swear he got like
Hmm.
12 or something.
Oh,
like,
last season he got
I thought he
26
got like 27
overall.
GA or something as
Yeah,
well. something.
he got 26 overall. 17 of those were assists, and that's
Oh,
all
damn.
comps. He only got 9 in goals, and again, that was all comps. It's not even the league. In the
That's a
league,
lot
I
of
think,
GA still though in that midfield. Wow.
I think in the league he only got like 5 goals or something. Like he didn't even get that
Yeah,
many.
yeah, he got about 5.
He got 6 goals in the league and 7 assists last
6
season.
goals. There you go. But yeah, so like that is kind of needed because I do wonder if we had someone like an Osimhen up front, whether we would see Enzo box crashing and doing all of that
That's
like
a fair point.
more. Like, say for example, like if you were to put Elise, and I know I'm like stretching a bit in terms of like if you put like Elise or Osimhen, in this team instead of like on the right wing and up front, and you had Palmer back in this team, like, yeah, like I wonder whether we'd have seen Enzo actually do a lot more deeper and have to do as much box crashing, because we would have had the goals coming from those areas rather than having to get it in the mid.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic now that Delap is fit, and we're going to, because let's be fair, we really haven't seen that much of Delap this season.
No,
He
that
played a
was
few
first
games
proper
in
game
Club World
yesterday.
Cup. I think one game against West Ham, and then he got injured. So we haven't seen much of him to see how Maresca plans to play Delap and how he's going to involve Enzo with that, and how it's going to, because go ahead, Scott.
I will say on Delap, like, he was bad yesterday, but I don't, like, it's not something I'm going to get on his back for.
He didn't get much service, but he's also not fit.
No, like, he didn't get enough service, but it's more than that. His hold-up play stunk. Like, his touch was bad. Like, every time he was
couldn't
getting
hold it up, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't
There's a few
hold the
moments.
ball up. But it's his second game back after injury. I'm not going to hold it, like, on him too much. If he's still, like, if he plays like that against Burnley, then we'll have a different conversation, because he'll have had 3 weeks rest at that. Well, not 3 weeks, sorry. 2 weeks rest at that point. Should be fit and firing, I'd hope. So yeah, if he has a similar performance early, then we might have a conversation. But yeah, I'm not going to get on him too much.
I just felt last.
Do you think he's
one
gonna
man down yesterday.
play against
Touches.
Burnley?
I think he should, because like the problem is, if he doesn't,
We
he does.
don't have Cole Palmer or nothing still. I think
I was
we
gonna
should
say
start
Mark.
Esteval.
Or maybe Mark.
Garnacho.
Like,
Maybe Mark. I was thinking Loki like Mark,
you know
because
what? Do you know what I would hate?
well, because I think he's probably gonna want to. I don't know, because again, it all depends on what we believe the Barcelona lineup is gonna be. Most likely, what we're gonna see against Burnley. That's really what it comes down to.
What I was going to say.
Right?
The problem we've got, and I looked at this, is after the international break. I went through this with Marshall before the start of the show. We have at most 4 days break between every match, between when we get back from the international break and the end of December.
Yeah.
So,
and this is with the Palmer that might be tentatively back for Barca.
I say he might be. I say he's either back for Barca or Arsenal, but he's going to be on the bench for both of those games, I would imagine.
Yes.
So you're saying first game back,
he might start but be taken off early.
maybe. So you're looking at maybe first game back for him is Leeds, potentially midweek after Arsenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what Maresca might have to do, and what I kind of hope he does, based on form, is I hope he goes like, you just play the strongest 11 against Barcelona and Arsenal, and you rotate for Leeds and Burnley, is what I'm hoping he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, then what?
The most important game of all of these, by the way, is the Barcelona game. That's the most important game of those four. Yes, for me.
I'll put it to you this way. The reason why not necessarily for me is because if obviously I think mentally maybe the Barca one might do a lot, right? But in terms of position in the league, I think if we beat Burnley and then we beat Arsenal, we're in a really good position to then be like top of the table, maybe start chasing down Arsenal, whatever you want to say, right? Whereas you look at PSG, brother, PSG barely survived, like not making it into the UCL, into the latter stages, and then ended up winning the whole thing. So it's like, yes, you get one extra match, that's not necessarily make or break, whereas the league table is make or break week to week.
The reason I say that is because we are currently 12th, I believe, in the league phase.
Yeah, but
obviously,
that's because you want to get top 8 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Top 8 confirmed. Now, I think of the last 3 games, we should win at least 2. The only one I think we might drop points in maybe is the Atalanta game. But Paphos we should win.
Don't we got content in Europe, brother? Isn't that like easy?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The 2 games I think we win are Paphos and Napoli.
Yeah, like that's good eats.
But my thing is I want to put us in a position where like I don't want us to have to go to Napoli last match day and be in a position where we have to win this game. We get top 8. I want to get us in a, because this squad does not fucking need 2 more games in February for literally no reason. So that's why for me it's important. You get a plus as well. I do think just beating a team like that, considering what happened against Bayern, it will just boost the
I
confidence.
mean, I
well.
watched the Barcelona's game today, bro. Barcelona high line is free food right now, bro. Everybody eating.
Yep.
What was the result actually today? I saw
It
this
was-
one.
Today, no, hold up.
Yeah,
All you need to know is first half, it was 3-2 in the first half.
Jesus,
How-
fuck yeah,
how many
Jesus.
more-
No, and you need and for the first goal, no, like Scott, for the first goal, legitimately, it was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. It was literally all 10 players like lined up zigzag at the halfway line, and then somebody just played the. You know the it was legitimately. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not even saying Scott. Look up the first goal that Barcelona conceded. It reminded me of the Spurs game where they were down 2 men. That's exactly how they were lined up, like at the halfway line. I'm like, what are they doing?
You're talking about the
Wow.
Postecoglou one, where
Yeah, the Ange one.
yeah,
Yeah, the Ange one where they were down 2
Jackson
men.
got
I'm-
a
I'm
hat
being
trick.
so I'm being so serious. Let me see if I could send
Right.
it.
I watched
Yeah.
the game too, dude.
The
trust
last would
me,
be good for that too, then for highlight.
If you even watch the Club Brugge game too, it was highline for life again. They are literally.
Artisan told me I
and
missed out on the
Postecoglou ball.
classic on that
I'm
one.
not joking.
Here, I got it. Marshall, cause here, Marshall, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, Marshall, I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter. All you have to do is just line up to when he makes the pass across the high line.
What I will say
Let me
with
see.
this table, based on what I'm looking, I think we need at least 3 wins to guarantee our spot, like in terms of top
That
8.
was the A.
I'll be honest. I don't want Esteval to start against Barcelona. I'll be very frank.
Do you want him starting against Arsenal?
Yeah, go 21
Yeah,
seconds,
no,
21
no,
seconds,
no, he
21
starts
seconds.
against-
Go 21 seconds.
I'm-
Just go 21 seconds.
Yeah,
Look
I'll
at how they're
look
lined
at
up.
Arsenal.
Look at how they are lined up.
What
Look,
the
wait,
fuck?
no, 21, no, 21,
Yeah, that's what
21,
I'm saying.
21. When the pass is played, 21. Wait,
Yeah,
right here.
earlier,
What are they
earlier,
doing?
Oh my god.
Bro, what's
Yeah,
What
Balde?
is that?
Like
That's what we're
Balde
talking
is
about.
literally
Yeah.
him on as well. He's not.
Bro, I'm telling you. No,
That's-
he's playing
to
2
me-
people on.
To me,
The
that's
guy, the winger on the.
Balde's fault as well because he shouldn't like be
But
that.
this is
low.
what I'm
Why?
saying, bro. Balde, hold on, no, Balde for the past 5 games, as any Barca fan, he's been
Yeah.
trash defensively, bro. Like bad.
Do you know the other question I've got? Why are 4 players trying to win one
Yeah,
football?
that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Their
well,
midfield again. I'm gonna say their midfield. No Pedri,
run
headless
through.
chickens. Bro, I'm telling you, we're eating good. If Pedri doesn't play, we're eating good.
I would honestly play Garnacho and Neto starting for the Barca game. I want Esteval
Yeah,
to
high
play
key.
against-
Pace,
High
yeah.
key,
I
we
want,
have
I
to.
want
High key, we
Esteval
have
to play
to.
against teams where we need more creativity in terms of the low block and Burnley, and especially Arsenal. That's when we need the magic, right?
Do you
That's when
know?
we
Okay.
need-
Do you know the strat? We have to do the strat we did against PSG, right? Because they're gonna try to play the midfield, clog the midfield whenever they try to
So
play it,
bad.
and then play the ball over the top, and that's free eats every time.
Yeah. Maresca will figure this out.
Like, I would,
There's
I
no
would
way he does
literally
it.
play Gusto in this. For
Brother,
sure,
so
at the
Vigo
right
figured it
back.
out. Like,
I would play Gusto in this.
I mean,
I'll
you
play
figured
Gusto
out
at the right back
PSG.
for this game for sure. Because if it's
Yes.
just like PSG, you ping the over the top through ball, over
Yep.
the top ball straight to Gusto when he's making that run, and he's gonna fucking destroy that.
I agree with
100%.
CP, to be honest. I feel like this is up against Barca. I feel like this is a game where I wouldn't be mad if you go with Garnacho Neto.
You need kick and run.
Get him
Murray.
behind.
Get this kick and run. Murray.
That's fine. But like
And
I
as
don't
long
really
as you
know
have
what the-
Palmer and Estevao for
Well,
but that's why.
Arsenal.
But that's why. Like, this is what I'm saying though, because like, I would prefer like we do the Garnacho Neto for Barca,
Yeah.
and then the Arsenal game we start Estevao. That's me
Yep,
personally.
Yeah, no, the same. That's what I want.
I think the more important question though, defensively, what do we do?
I think.
Because
I think you can get away with Chalobah, Fofana.
We can say what we want about this
Together.
Barcelona defense. Yes, they're cheats. That attack is incredible. Like as fucking dreadful as they are defensively, and it's bad. That attack is a menace.
I think I'd play Josh for this one. I would trust Josh against Barcelona. I just don't know who partners him. Because Hato did not fill me with confidence.
It's probably gonna end up being Fofana and Chalobah. Like,
I would rather play for Fana
Okay.
Chalobah this game and then trust Josh against Arsenal. If I'm
Correct.
being honest.
Josh and
correct.
Tosin.
No, fuck.
No, Tosin, bro, no.
no. I'm be honest. You might not like this. I would just play Chalobah both games.
Yes, yeah. I can't hate on that. I can't hate on
Can't
that.
hate on it. Honestly, yeah.
Because like,
I mean,
like
Scott, I don't know if you noticed this.
Gyökeres plays
RSM
that
pointed this out for me
Leeds.
yesterday, by the way.
Leeds.
Just real quick panel. RSM pointed this out, and this is a really important detail. Wesley Fofana played a full 90 yesterday.
He did.
he did.
He gave us a full 90, bro.
Do you risk Barca and Arsenal for Fofana?
No.
Probably not.
No. Absolutely not, because
you want him for the rest of the season. You don't want to risk.
That's why, but
games.
that's why we're saying you
I was
play
gonna say-
Chalobah both. You play Fofana Barca because he's quick.
Mhm.
He's quicker than Josh. Whatever you want to say, he's faster than
and
Josh.
respectfully,
That's fair.
actually, no. Fuck respectfully. Barcelona's attack is better than Arsenal. It's just better.
It is.
So, like,
it is.
I'm playing
They're just worse at set pieces. That's it. They're just worse at set pieces.
But that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
get
If the
toasted
worst
for,
of set pieces,
Arsenal.
I want the guy who can win aerial battles, which is only Fofana right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking
That's why I'm saying-
Arsenal.
But we can know, but
Fofana.
he's not doing bad. I'm telling you right now, guaranteed on everything. He's not doing back-to-back Fofana.
But
There's
what if
no
he
way.
did?
That's what I'm saying.
What if he did
I'd rather
Achin
play for
Pong
Arsenal.
Chalobah for Barca?
I'd rather play for Arsenal than.
Oh.
This is like the
Actually,
reason I don't
Fofana-
like that though is because Barca's attack is super fast.
Achin
it's
Pong's
not even
fast.
like-
The thing is, yes,
Yeah.
Josh is fast, but he's not proactively fast like the way Fofana is. Like Fofana will literally
Oh,
jump
That's
out
fair.
at
That's fair.
somebody
That's fair.
and cut the
Yeah,
pass off.
also,
Josh
like,
doesn't have that yet.
And if they're playing a front three of Lewandowski, Yamal, and who the fuck played today? I don't know who the fuck played today.
Mhm.
It was Rashford, probably the same. Like, yeah, I would just rather Fofana in terms of, I'm looking like the biggest person in that team. Like, I trust Cucurella against what's it called, Yamal, and I trust
Mhm.
Reece or whoever's playing against Rashford. I need
True.
someone who I know is going to deal with Lewandowski. Like, as good as Josh has been, and yes, he's had really good games against strikers like Mateta and that whatnot. Lewandowski is a different animal. I want my best centre back playing against him. I don't care about Gyökeres and Marino and none of these, man, and fucking Trossard. Like, yes, okay, they've
Gabriel on
got
the set pieces is what worries me.
Yes, but they've like, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Gabriel's a threat whether Fofana's there or not.
Yeah.
Like, he's a threat anyway.
That's fair.
And part of me is just like, if, like, to be honest, if Sanchez actually steps up in terms of set pieces that he has been recently,
That's also
Although-
true.
Both games are also
That's-
going to be at home.
that's
So
true as well.
Mhm. We can't boo the keeper. Please don't boo
bro,
the
imagine
keeper. Just don't
bro,
make him
no way.
nervous and shit. He starts fumbling.
But see, hold up. See, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I think it's difficult because which game do you prioritize? I guess depends on like
Yeah,
what you
it's a
want to
tough
get out of the
one.
way first.
You know what?
For me, I
Can
think putting all of the like, I'd rather win Arsenal than win Barca. Because if we don't win Barca, we can still make. For me, we
You
can
know
still,
what? RSM, real quick,
question.
Scott, before you go. RSM, you know what I think you're thinking that too? Part of it is the fact that you're a young gun, bro. You know the rivalry against Arsenal, but some of these guys in the Chelsea fandom.
I know. I never understood it because I wasn't
Barca.
old enough to like
Yes.
hate
See,
Barca
I
when it happened. I wasn't old enough, so I didn't.
I
Like, it didn't sit with me.
I witnessed it. I don't hate Barca. Like, I hate the referee
Yeah.
for that game, and I hate
Yeah,
True.
I don't hate Barca. The question I want to ask: are we feeling this way about Arsenal because it's Arsenal, or is it because they're top? Because I think
No,
part of it.
For
I
me,
think part
it's
of it.
because
not
it's
necessarily
It's a
because
little both for me.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
for some people, I think part of it is I want to beat Arsenal because it's Arsenal. Because
And
I
it's
don't
and
want
it's
to
at
lose
home
to
for me
Arsenal.
as well. It's at home.
Which I understand.
I also
But, like,
saw
I
I
think
also saw a good point. Like Scott, when has it last been that we beat Arsenal, bro?
Lukaku.
Because
Yeah, I
we
think
keep
it was
saying
Lukaku.
let's not be. It's fine if we don't beat Arsenal. We drew it. We're getting into spooky
It was in
territory of being okay with not
22
winning
when we
against
won.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Oh no,
so-
I want to win. I want to win both games. I'm talking about which do I put more importance in. at the
But that's why I
moment.
put more importance on Arsenal one. Because we need to learn to beat Arsenal. I'm so sorry. Like this, I'm not accepting any
I
more
will say
draws
the
and
la-
losses.
the-
Like we need the
last
dub.
2 games we played against them was pretty
Mm.
close.
I
But that's what I mean. I don't want to keep accepting pretty close. I want to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What are you saying, CP?
I'm kind of with what CFC Clown London said. Fuck Barca today, tomorrow, and forever. I don't. If Lavia was healthy, I was saying this 2 months ago. Didn't I tell you? I
sure.
wanted a midfield of Caicedo, Andres Santos, and Lavia because I wanted to kick the living.
Love
shit
emojis
out
in
of
the
that
chat for
midfield.
Lavia.
I wanted to kick the living shit out of that fucking midfield.
Did you
So they're
say
fucking
L
hobbling on the
emojis?
That's what I wanted to happen. Fuck them. Fuck them forever, bro. Fuck them forever till the day I die. Till the day I fucking die. Fuck that club.
No, I get it. I think I have to agree with RSM on this one. Because I feel like even if we can get away with a draw, worst case scenario, a loss against Barca, I still think we can climb our way up into the top 8.
I agree.
And I think, ideally, obviously, guys, I want to win both games. And I think we can win both games. I think the caveat is with the center back pairings. And if you risk playing one of them back to back or how you mix and match them. Tosin, I'm so scared Tosin's going to get involved some way, somehow, but we'll see.
Burnley, hopefully. That's it.
Yeah. But I think I give Arsenal priority. One, because it keeps us in that conversation for top four.
I will say it depends on the Burnley result. If we don't beat Burnley, then go for Barca over Arsenal.
Fair enough.
If we don't beat Burnley, I care less. If we don't beat Burnley, I care less about Arsenal. Respectfully. No, but that's what I mean. If we don't beat Burnley, then don't give me title race. That's it. I don't care.
Don't say this shit. Because
then
you know what's gonna happen? A certain
rage
panelist named Casually FC, aka Marshall, is gonna go to a fucking American Waffle, talk some mad shit again, and then when we draw,
I already said what I said. By the way, I was on Footy Judge Mode yesterday, and I said as long as Fofana is fit, is as how long we are in the title race.
It's you and Ahmed who have to pay for.
Wait, did you actually say we're
I know. No, trust me. Like I got the okay. Like when we were going through that little bad run, they were like, "All right, what lessons are we learning today, Marshall?" Trust me, no, I get it. Like,
I feel that for as long our title hopes literally sit on Fofana. That's it. They're riding on Fofana.
There is at no point this season up until maybe March I'm gonna say we're in a title challenge.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm fine with you keep this in Chelsea space. You know what I'm saying? Keep it here or just don't air it out to the rivals. Okay?
Exactly. Thank you.
Keep it internal.
Fair.
You don't think you know what stays in the locker room? You know what we say in the locker room?
You know what happens, CP? I get in a panel with Gunnar Souls, big up Gunnar Souls, and I get I get
what happens.
I get the delusion just starts to rub off on me a little bit, and I fight delusion with delusion.
I just wonder if Arsenal's a little bit worried right now.
Someone asked that yesterday, and people thought we were waffling for saying it.
No, City's lurking. They're the dark horse.
City's lurking.
I'm glad
they didn't beat City. They didn't beat Liverpool. They nearly lost to Newcastle.
Wait. When I say they're dark horse, no one even put City.
No, Chris. They're not the dark horse because do you understand what dark horse means?
Like the team not expected to win it. Looking at
exactly. I would say we're a dark horse.
Yeah, we're more of a dark horse.
They're not a dark horse, bro. They're the closest.
It was always City, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Because no one said City. They were saying Liverpool and Arsenal, and
people were saying City.
Some people were saying City.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't expect it.
People were saying City because think about it. They got Reinders, Cherky, Donnarumma. All of a sudden, they think they have the best keeper in the world.
But Holland, I think it's been 11 games and Holland already surpassed what Nico Jackson scored for us in a season. So it's you're not saying these guys are
not he's on 14 and 11 games.
No, he's 14 and 11. That's what I'm telling you. He's already
in the league. He has 5 goals
in the league alone.
In the Champions League, by the way, he's on 19 goals. He's on 19 goals this season.
See, the thing,
I even predicted Haaland be top scorer though. That's the one thing I did say for City is Haaland will be top scorer because he's a freak.
Yeah, that's why I always when you have Haaland on your team, you're always a contender, bro. You got Haaland and Pep.
I just wonder if Haaland would be still cooking for Chelsea like this. Would he get over 20 goals for Chelsea?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like he
Are you kidding me?
Especially actually with
respectfully, hold on, no. Respectfully, I saw a comp of last season. It wasn't assists. It was big chances created of just Palmer, and I'm telling you right now, with the chances that Nico Jackson failed to score, Palmer would have broken the assist record if it was Haaland. On me.
I almost forgot about Cole Palmer.
I'm so sorry. On a side note, Anders Schürrle is only 35. I just saw for some reason it's
really?
On my IG, and it said 3 days ago I just turned 35. I'm like, brother, you were like a hobo 10 years ago. What the fuck? You're telling me you were only 25 when you became a hobo? What the? I'm sorry.
The thing is, I don't know. For me, like I said, it all depends on the Burnley result. If we beat Burnley, then I want us to prioritize Arsenal because I think at home with the way that Barca is playing, I do think that Arsenal are probably going to give us a harder game than Barca. Because if we make it a shootout against Barca, we got shooters on the team, especially if Cole Palmer back. We got shooters on the team.
We do.
And you got to remember, Barca do not have Pedri.
I think that's also a big factor. Ours.
Barca do not have Pedri.
Back.
And listen,
Pedri's not going to be back by then, right?
I got homies that live in Argentina. Right before the Barca game, I can tell my homies, listen, tell Nikki Nicole, you know what I'm saying, to hit that late night text to Yamal, you know what I'm saying? I could try to, you know what I'm saying? I could, you know, hit him up like, hey, what you doing? You know, you up? She could hit him with one of those, you know what I'm saying? Get his mind off the game.
What you doing?
How many points are we off of top?
6.
Right now in the Prem? 6.
Yeah. Exactly. And if we beat Burnley and then we beat Arsenal, and let's say Arsenal obviously win the game that they have against Spurs,
how many points?
Well, Chris,
we'd be 3 points
that
off,
big of an if
Arsenal.
because Arsenal's next 3 fixtures are Spurs, Bayern, who I don't expect them to be Bayern. Let's be honest, and then us.
Yep.
Oh, mate, that's Spurs game.
Scott, I'm telling you, if they don't beat Spurs, and we beat Burnley, brother, I'm so sorry. I'm prioritizing the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
We could go within 1 point or draw them.
We can draw.
I was gonna say, and part of it as well. I know I just asked this other question, bro. Just the meltdown. Who is City playing?
Yes.
I mean a lot. Yeah, I've seen a lot.
Who is City playing?
Let me check.
City, I think their fixtures got easier.
Newcastle.
Oh,
I need you to just suck. And then Leeds. Oh, brother. Okay.
Scott, I'm telling you, the Arsenal game, bro. The Arsenal game. We need, Barca don't have Pedri. Their backline stinks. I'm telling you, if we beat Burnley, prioritize Arsenal.
Wait, so are you saying, Scott, that if City win their next games and let's say Arsenal lose Spurs and us,
they'll be above.
They could drop to 3rd?
Yes.
Well, the only reason why I don't know if they would drop. They might not drop.
I told Souls I'm finishing above him, so I really hope so.
Do not bring this delusion to other channels, please.
No, we're not bringing the delusion. This is just
all speculation FC, bro. Change the channel name.
What is in the group chat?
Depend on his goal difference. I don't know what the goal difference is looking like between us and them.
No, but this is my thing. People say we need top 8. Why do we need top 8? But at the end of the day,
for the extra games.
No. I know. I get with the extra games, but PSG didn't get top 8, and they still did well enough.
But I think with PSG, they didn't have to play a Club World Cup.
And again, I know, but again, I'm going to say this once again.
Yeah.
If we are going to, we need to beat Arsenal. I don't understand that people. It's been years since we beat Arsenal. It's been years. It is not okay. If we lose
to Burnley though, say if we lose to Burnley, it could happen, or draw.
Then just give it up. Then just go for Barca. Just give it up. Rise in the bag, man. The thing is, hold up. The thing is, PSG. No, I know PSG could rest guys, but I'm saying PSG barely even resting guys. They barely survived. They almost didn't make it into the latter stages.
Yeah, they really almost didn't.
It came down to the last day. I think
with Real Madrid too.
See, this is why I disagree. I don't think top 8 is paramount. I really don't.
That's fair. I'm more so concerned with the extra games.
Yeah. That's more what I care about. At the same time.
Okay, but again, it changes. It changes. Let's say Spurs and Arsenal draw.
Sure.
Right? City win, we win. That Arsenal game looking a lot juicier, knowing that Arsenal are gonna have to play Bayern. So when we play them, their players are either gonna be tired from Bayern if they're playing all their starters, or they're going to be playing a couple backups against us.
Yeah. I mean, I also get Pete's point too, where listen, we've seen how this team's performed sometimes in the inconsistencies. If you want to bring that into the playoff match, which hopefully maybe even by then we don't have that issue anymore, but the way things look right now,
But again, the reason why I say this is because I believe that even a 75% starter and 25% alternate players against Barca is good enough to beat Barca, because Barca are not confirmed, are not going to have Pedri. Their backline stinks. I think we can save a lot more for Arsenal and still beat Barca, but I don't think it works the other way around. If we prioritize Barca and then we try to do that against Arsenal, we're losing. No, also, by the way, Peter, the thing is, you have to understand that we bought Lavia for the 2 games a season we play Liverpool. He shows up against Liverpool, drops a masterclass, and we don't see him again.
Oh, Pete, I didn't know what the hell else to say in the title. He was just out again. I'm running out of buzzwords, man. I can't keep using the same thing. I gotta recycle some buzzwords.
I don't know if you're gonna bring this up later, but there were rumors. I think the second Lavia the injury got confirmed that we were linked with 3 midfielders for next summer.
Oh Jesus, I didn't see that. If you do actually see that tweet, send it over. Actually, on that topic, I did want to bring up this whole rotation thing that we were kind of just talking about. Because there's been some criticism on Maresca about this, and I think it's really, really weird that people are on his case about it. I get some of it, but most of it, I think it's just put one and one together. It makes sense why it's happening. But Wayne Rooney on Enzo Maresca's rotation policy at Chelsea. He had this to say: the players want to play, they want to build relationships. When you keep chopping and changing, then the players won't be happy. I think that will come back to bite them. If they are getting results all the time, then you can't question it. But if they're not, there has to be questions asked. Most clubs now have a leadership group, and as a group, you have to go and question the manager. You hear people talk about player power, but this isn't player power. I'd be concerned if the team kept changing. If I was in that leadership group, I'd be speaking to my teammates saying, look, I'm not happy with this. So Maresca then answers by saying, I said already many times, we are in an era when anyone can say what they want. I said after the Carabao game, since I joined the club, it is also my view to rotate players. When you don't win games, and nobody agrees. When it's Andre Santos, Brazil international, Jarell Hato, Netherlands international, João Pedro, Brazil international, it's not about rotation. They are young. You have to give them the chances to make mistakes so they can become better. Don't really disagree with that here. He also says more on this because he was asked about it at the press conference. I think in the moment, football is a bit different compared to years ago because of the physicality and intensity. 65 to 70 games a season, Champions League, Premier League. It was different years ago. You need to rotate. This is my personal view. He also was asked about rotating defenders and the inconsistency it may cause. I think, first of all, with the Levi injury, we lost our best defender in terms of build-up. From there, we tried to solve problems and adjust things. We tried to find solutions, different solutions. Last game, we kept a clean sheet with Trev and Wes. They told me this morning that last year, after 11 league games, we had 2 clean sheets, and this year, after 11, we have 4 clean sheets. So I don't know. Damn, Maresca hitting them with the facts of our feelings. Okay, on rotating the squad, it's an important game because it can give us 3 wins in a row in the Champions League. For sure, we need to rotate some of the players because I think we come back to London at 6 a.m. on a Friday, and then we have a game on Saturday. We'll try to adapt our best. And a few more things here. Maresca on whether he liked rotation as a player. Claims that he actually did like rotation as a player. And then other stuff here. Chelsea have scored in 10 of their 11 games. No team has done so more in the Premier League this season. So yeah, a lot of rotation. Despite the rotation, I think the attack is still working out. But I mean, I think there's some valid criticisms there in regards to the defense specifically. Okay, I thought I heard someone go. My bad.
No, I'll say, like, with the centre back issue, I do agree. Like, you don't want to keep rotating your centre backs in and out, but I do understand an extent. Like, you can't do it with Fana, you can't play him every game back to back. We already talked about it. Like, we can't play for Fana in that Barcelona game and Arsenal, but like when you see like you have Santos and Gittins and Garnacho and Estevao and Neto and João Pedro and Cole Palmer coming back to it, and even the lab, you're gonna have to rotate some players because we spent 90 million on 2 left wingers, whatever we think of them. Like, you know, Garnacho could have like, you know, good games for us. He had that against Wolves. He had a good, fantastic game, I thought. But yeah, I understand the centre back issue, but like with the whole midfield and some of the attacks, sometimes you gotta rotate. Either down to form or like, you know, the weaker games, so you gotta rotate your players.
I mean, to be fair, and I know this is a big criticism. I know us as a fandom want this to happen. Estevao and how his minutes are being managed and how he's being rotated. I'm not opposed to it. I know it's frustrating. I know we want to see him start game in and game out, but when you look at the impact and just the injection of energy, bro, you know what? For those of you who like EAFC, you know what Estevao reminds me of? When you first start playing the game and you just hold the sprint the whole time. That's what Estevao reminds me of. This kid comes on the pitch and he's constantly 110% effort into everything he does. And is that sustainable 90 minutes every 4 days? I don't think so. Even, and he's young. He's 18. Imagine anyone else on the team. Like, I think you have to rotate.
I think we're handling him perfectly and playing him in the last 20 to 30 minutes, where his injection of pace and trickery and creativity helps us create an abundance of chances. That's getting him GNA and confidence.
I think the only thing that I don't like when it comes to this one, because I do agree, I don't want him playing every week because you'll burn him out. Like we see what has happened with Palmer. I think my only thing with Esteval is I think it's the games we're playing him in terms of the type of games. Like, he does not need to be playing Karabag. He does not need to be playing against Wolves in the Cup.
So for me, I would just flip it. I would rotate him the exact same way he has been. I would just flip the games that he plays.
It should be Neto plays in these lower games because he's sucked, quite frankly. To just put it plainly, he's been shit.
Yes.
And then what's it called? Esteval should be playing in the more important games. Obviously, I know we talked about with Barca and Arsenal, it's a little bit difficult because it's 2 important games in the space of 3 days. So, but like we already said, play him against Arsenal, don't play him against Barca because style of play. But then he doesn't need to play against Leeds, but then play him against, I think we play it's not Newcastle. Fuck, I literally have the games up. Can't remember it. It.
So after Leeds, it's Bournemouth, then it's Atalanta.
Play him against Bournemouth, and then you can play Neto against Atalanta. Play him against Everton, and then play Neto in the Cup against Cardiff. As an example, he should be playing more important games going forward. Like, he should be playing in the league basically more often, is what we're saying, or starting,
or just the bigger games. That's it. Like the smaller games, give it to other people.
Part of it as well, and I think someone mentioned this on the stream I was on previously. I'm not even saying he has to play 90 minutes every game, but play him against Arsenal, for example. Play him 70 minutes. Hopefully he plays the whole game, but at least start him and play him 70 minutes. If you want to take him off after the 70 minutes, I've got no issue with that. Rest the kid, that's cool. But he should be starting and playing 70 minutes, 60 minutes minimum.
You know what else I said as well? I said I legitimately believe this is if we had Palmer healthy, I think we would have seen Esteval starting more, because I think it's one of those things where when you see the link up between the two, it would have been like, I have to start him. I have to. I think that's really what it is too, because we've been deprived of Palmer and Esteval ball, man. That's true. I mean, and it's been kind of. Go ahead, Prem.
Also, I think this thing of Esteval mainly starting Champions League, as much as I agree with you guys all with the rotation, I don't know, maybe something in the back of Maresca, safety pause. Maybe something in the back of Maresca's head is telling him that our best bet, is if we get things right, our best bet is Champions League. So getting Enzo or Esteval used to Champions League ball and how that works, maybe the back end of the season we can really go for that.
I mean, to be fair, with that theory, it does protect a player more, right? Because it gives him. We know Champions League is more open, right? It's not as physical as the Premier League. Not to say one's better than the other, but I'm just saying we've seen players that, for example, Verts in Champions League games looks better than Premier League games, and there's other players that.
That's different because Verts is used to playing in Champions League, used to playing in Europe. Esteval coming from Brazil. If we're talking about him having to adapt to being in Europe, adapt to the league, adapt to the whole situation, Maresca's doing that pretty well, but having most of his minutes be Champions League minutes also makes sense. If that's the big thing we're going to target for the back end, which I think makes sense, because we all agree we're not going for the league, but we could win the Champions League. Having him ready for the knockout rounds in terms of Champions League experience and not being daunted by the Champions League, because certain fan bases cry when they hear the Champions League music. We don't do that. So making sure he's ready and stuff for it. I hear it. Everyone sits on Maresca, but
why is he?
We're still third in the league, and we're still. Oh, Maresca out is here. Pick up, Maresca out. Marshall, play the video.
Man.
Maresca out, man. There we go.
We're having such a productive
I didn't see you in the game yesterday. Where were you, you plastic?
No, I said I got
Cook him.
You know what? We still
Cook that fraud. No, cook that fraud.
Wait a
Cook
minute.
that
I
fraud.
got. Listen, I know Fator was offering tickets, but I decided not to go because I had to go out.
He wants
So
us to
what
win.
do
You know what? You could have been
He wants us to
famous
win.
like a Fator, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
I had to go on it.
I already
Yo,
been
we
to like
would've
4 or 5
seen you
games.
there.
I've already been to
Yeah,
4 or
most
5
times
games.
when I was
Scott,
I would have
Scott,
seen
Scott.
Ahmed square up next to
Scott
Garnacho.
better win rate. Scott better win rate at the bridge than Ahmed.
I've only lost 1 game at the bridge. What does that mean?
It's not 100% win rate though.
More than
Exactly.
95%, so it doesn't really change anything.
Okay, I have 100% win rate when I watch Chelsea.
Exactly.
So
Bro, you watched us play against Mickey Mouse Cup. I don't know why we keep blazing
see, that's what I'm telling you. Kick this fake Chelsea fan off the at the
You
panel
keep
right
calling me fake what you want, but that's the reality. I don't really understand
It's
why
all
we-
good, Ahmed. You ran your hard miles for Chelsea. Rest now, bro. Rest.
Yeah, man, give it up. No. See, he's being nice saying rest. Me, I just tell you, give it up. I just say straight up, give it up. Give it up,
Trophy.
give it up,
Mickey
man.
Mouse trophy, and we all know.
Give it up, man.
I mean,
So wait, Ahmed, where would you put this trophy?
Hold on, Chris. Don't ruin this.
Chris.
Ahmed, have you ever seen Chelsea win a trophy, Ahmed?
I've won 2 FA Cups. Thank you very much.
Oh, so that's not
Oh,
the Mickey
FA
Mouse
Cups.
trophy.
All right, yeah, because that's better than the World Cup, mate. Yeah, all right.
It is better than the Club World Cup. It actually is better than the Club World Cup. mate.
Wait, why
Thank
is it
you very
actually
much.
better? Tell me why it's actually better.
Because it's got more history and it's actually a much more well-known trophy.
History height.
History have. Give it up,
No,
give
FA
it
Cup
up.
has the most trophies, so like history.
And back then it was actually back then it was way more.
Back then,
No,
yeah,
no,
back in your day.
Which was
That's
2000. I know it was only in 2000
Shut up,
and late 2000s.
Back in Ahmed's day.
Oh my
Was
days.
Granddad's day, maybe.
Ahmed, don't do this to our generation, bro. Nah, big up Ahmed. What the hell are we talking? Oh yeah, Esteval. Totally derailed me completely. Yeah, no, I don't mind the way his minutes are being managed. And honestly, what I was trying to get at, Prime, was that I feel like if you're gonna have Esteval adapt to Europe in general or outside of Brazil, I don't think doing it in Champions League is a bad idea. Because I feel like Premier League is always the most, I feel like for a lot of players is always difficult because of the physicality. And listen, let's be honest. Esteval, he's great, but I don't expect him to go shoulder to shoulder with a Van Dijk and come out victorious, you know? Like so
I do. This season, you seeing how much that man's twerking?
Van Dijk, you're no right. Ice Spice Van Dijk.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
I'm saying is
Ice.
Cardi B was a stripper before she became a music artist. Maybe Van Dijk's trying to be the other way around, man. Maybe
Yeah,
he's trying to be a stripper after being a footballer.
but Cardi B is a good example of why you can't turn a hoe into a house. Yeah, you can't turn a hoe into the best center back the Prem's ever seen.
I think right now, kind of.
Yeah, speaking of hoes, what do you have to say, Ahmed?
Okay, I'm just gonna move past that. But what I would
Resist the
say,
press, resist the press.
what I would say is that I just think for me, in terms of the rotation, I think in general you need rotation. When you've got so many young players in the team, they need experience, bro. So you have to have rotation on some level. Otherwise, you're gonna be in situations where when you need some of these guys soon, right? You're gonna be in trouble, bro, because these guys have barely got any minutes played. All they've been doing is probably training. And again, training is still well and good, but in the words of Allen Iverson, that's practice. I mean, that's practice, bro. It's not the actual thing. Shout out to my guy, man. I've got his jersey, you know. But I'm serious.
Yeah, do you have Jokic's jersey too?
Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I do. How do you? You didn't even know that. Thank you very much. I've won it multiple times in the stream. But hey ho. But again, we need rotation. I think in regards to the Esteval argument, I think he's been managed correctly. Let's leave it as it is for right now. We don't need to do too much. Let him be there. I think the manager still likes Neto. Whether I agree with that or not is another thing entirely. But he still thinks Neto is good enough for him to start. So it is what it is, really. The only time I would really start saying you mean instead to start him in the Premier League is if Garnacho and Gittins are really playing like at a seriously bad level where they are kind of like where there's no hope on that wing, if that makes sense. Then I think you have to start looking at, we need to start playing Esteval probably, because you're gonna put up to either push Neto to that wing or something, or like it's gonna be the Palmer or someone has to go into that wing essentially.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, because it's one of the things that were brought up in terms of comments Maresca'S made, which is the next topic I wanted to move on to. Where is it? Here we go. So a few things that Maresca is going on with Maresca, as well as what he's had to say in regards to the season as it stands now. This was earlier in the week where he said it before the game yesterday. But going on to some of the comments, Igor Tudor has been sacked from Juventus in recent weeks. Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca was identified as potential replacement who had changed representatives to George Mendes. So this is going back to the whole idea. Juve looking for a manager.
If I see you bring up the tweet from the future McDonald's employee known as Indy Calia, I'm gonna lose it, bro.
No, I do not. I disregard those. So Kieran Gill said that Maresca to Juventus is not happening, and Chelsea would not welcome an approach. Chelsea have no interest in mid-season managerial change, feeling it does more harm than good. And hey, I agree with you guys. And honestly, I've never seen. That's never happened to Chelsea, right, guys? Like where we get a manager picked off mid-season by another team.
No, I don't think that's actually ever happened to us, as far as I can remember.
No.
Yeah, that's why.
Maybe like real early years. Sorry, I wasn't around in 1945. But like, yeah, it's not happened for like.
Well, we had a similar situation with Sarri, actually, ironically. Well, Sarri happened towards the end of the season.
Sarri kind of resigned, right?
No, so what happened?
Yeah, Sarri resigned. Actually, yes, he didn't.
He did technically resign, but essentially, you know, he clearly wasn't happy with us at the time. For many a valid reason, in my personal.
Yeah, but he resigned to go back to Italy. He didn't resign for
No. He resigned to go back to Juventus because Juventus specifically wanted him at the time. That was the reason why. So because remember the moment he left Chelsea, he was ready in the Juventus job pretty much straight away.
And that was at the end of the season, right? He could finish the season with Chelsea, and
like he said, I'm gonna finish the season, but essentially that's like he basically got poached essentially, but it was just like
that's the closest we got. Yeah,
that was at the end of the season. That wasn't mid-season. But yeah, like I don't think that's ever happened to us. But also like what was said there about not wanting a manager to leave or not wanting a manager to change mid-season tracks of what they've done, like. The Potter sacking that only happened because of intense like fan pressure. Like if the fans hadn't said as much as they did, he was not leaving. Potter they did not. Poch they didn't sack as well. When there were plenty of points to which they could. So yeah, like it doesn't surprise me that they don't want someone to leave mid-season because the two guys prior to them, they didn't leave either.
The track record's pretty much there. And on to your point about Potter too, like that was a Vavell push, and on top of it, it was like new directors coming in and also putting pressure on Bowley, so he wasn't the only cook in the kitchen anymore. More on this stuff.
Remember they said with Potter they weren't going to sack him; they were going to give him the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't think they ever.
It's true.
That was their intent, but things just got so bad that they had to go, and they sacked him with no plan in place. They brought back that fat guy. I made it worse.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That man's first right now, balling out with Coventry, man. He's running.
Coventry. Oh, so another championship manager, yeah. Well done.
He's gonna get promoted, man. He's gonna be a Premier League manager, man.
They're gonna get relegated in record time, by the way.
It could be a Sunderland situation, man. We don't.
He's not getting promoted.
No, they probably will, but
they're running away with the league. They lost one game.
To be fair, they're not running away. Like they're only like 4 points ahead of second, I think.
No, they're like more than that.
I've never seen people talk about their own legend like this. It's kind of disgraceful, I have to say.
I knew I was going to say something.
Yeah, they're only 5 points.
You're not even proper Chelsea. Hey, Peter, you don't know me.
You know, but Scott, they're 5 points ahead of second, but the top two get promoted anyway. So.
Oh yeah, of course they do. Yeah, they're 7 points clear of third. Yeah. There's still time. Like they're not running away with it, but I do think they get promoted. I will say that much.
Yeah, I agree. After the Sunderland loss, Enzo Maresca set his analysts a new task. He asked them to look over last season's losses to sides who set up in this way for clues. In particular, he wants to find a new way in which they can break down those stubborn sides who place bodies behind the wall. And I think yesterday, I mean, as frustrating as that first half was, I feel like, and I do agree with this analysis, I feel like the second half was a continuation of the first half, but we were just more clinical.
What, yesterday?
Can we ask the real question here, though? Why is our manager not doing his own job and trying to get analysts to do his job? How about that?
Because that's what the job of the fucking analyst is.
They get paid
That's
to
all I'm
do
saying. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Ahmed, you know what's fair? You know what? Ahmed, you know, that would be a good point if the analysts weren't Maresca'S. They're his analysts.
Why didn't he do the job? I'm not saying the analysts do
work for
the
him.
job.
That's like saying,
That's what
hey,
I'm saying.
Marshall, why did the boss tell you to come into work today? Come on, Marshall. Why did he tell you to come in? Why did he ask you to do your job? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Ahmed also touched on this, right, about the left wingers. This is obviously prior to this week's run of games. Both Garnacho and Gittins adapting to the way we work every day. They are both doing very well. This is what we want from our wingers, scoring goals and assists. It's good that they're both doing very well so we can choose one or the other. He also said, Maresca, today he insists he still sees possession as the best way for Chelsea to win. The problem against Sunderland was we didn't attack well enough. I prefer the ball as much as we can. I disagree with this. I think the problem against Sunderland was we didn't defend well enough. I think the fact that we scored 2 goals, that should have been enough to get the victory, to be fair. Wait, I thought it was... Hold on. Am I losing my mind?
We scored Garnacho. We scored the Garnacho one. We went up 1-0.
It was 1-0.
You know, I feel so defeated because I thought we drew against someone and I just looked at the score and we lost.
Yeah, we lost.
God damn. And I'm reading it too.
We lost. Yeah, we lost because we couldn't defend the set pieces, brother. The long throw that is dirty.
Right. We had sustained pressure and like killed off the game. They don't go back into it. He's right.
Mm-hmm. One more thing here.
I hate this photo, bro. Like it feels like he's pointing directly at you.
Bro, yeah.
Can I ask you guys something?
Like, this is just not a good photo.
Stupid. This is gonna sound like the stupidest question.
By the way, I just wanted to.
I think it's valid.
Just for you, Marshall. I just want to say on the last thing. Gotta love that Chelsea PR. You're telling me that this guy, that our manager, has faced how many low blocks? Only realized last week. Oh, maybe I should start, getting my analysts to work out how we face these teams. Yeah, gotta love that Chelsea guy.
I got a response to that after I read this, but also, I feel like this picture doesn't look real. I feel like this is an AI generated grok.
It looks like AI.
It's a real photo.
Yeah, it's almost.
I don't think anyone
like,
knows.
It's almost like it is real. It's almost like he's saying, "I see dead people."
It's almost like he's pointing at Ahmed, saying, "That's the fraud right there."
Hey, police, he's right here. He's over here, police.
Maresca said the following in regards to Chelsea. I was told this morning that last year, after 11 Premier League games, we had 2 clean sheets. This season, after 10, we have 4 clean sheets. Last year, after 11 games, we had 19 points. If we are able to win tomorrow, we will have more points this season compared to this stage last season. So do we have consistency or not? The big difference for me is the expectation around the team. The numbers are there and we can probably be even better than last season. But because the expectation has been raised, the feeling is a little different. Now, do you go to what Scott was saying before about this whole idea of analyzing what the weakness is with the low blocks and all this stuff? I think the biggest thing, and I've noticed this, you guys probably noticed it, and I don't know why this is coming out now with Maresca looking into it. I think a lot of times with the way Maresca wants to beat these low block teams is catching them in transition, and sometimes we are way too slow in those transitions. Like when Enzo Fernandez isn't on the pitch to be that deciding quick transition player, we struggle. And it happened so many times last season.
Oh my God. Hey, Ahmed. No, go back, Marshall. Ahmed, answer the question. Yes, I'll answer this question, Ahmed. Why doesn't Apple CEO build a new
between P and CEO? Because the CEO is a chief executive, right? and being someone.
Ahmed asking why Maresca doesn't sub himself into when it's the game.
Whose main job
True.
is to tactically make sure we are ready as a team.
I hear it. But you know what? Doesn't Egbali own Chelsea? Why couldn't Egbali figure out how to break down low blocks?
The job as an owner to provide financial assistance to be able to make stuff happen.
We should make a win against a low block happen, bro.
Yeah, but the owner of Apple, his job is to provide the financial support for the technical guys.
He's not Maresca shush emotes in the chat.
CEO is not owner, but is not always the owner. And secondly, the CEO's job is to make sure that the products are being produced are good enough to be sold.
Nah, it doesn't matter how good they are; they always get sold.
Not really. So, like for example, you know the Oculus sort of thing that they've got.
That's 3,500. It's just a gimmick.
It was good. It was sort of bangers.
Wait, what?
Marshall. Can you try again without food in your mouth?
Oh, me?
If it was good, it would have top bangers. That's what I'm saying.
Ahmed got dumplings in his mouth.
Hey, Peter said, is the role of a CEO to an analyst not the same as the role of a manager?
He's not analogous.
I get him to an extent. I was just pointing out that the manager's job still is a tactical one. If he is not able to also realize how I can get the team to break down below block, then that would be cause for concern. I'm not saying it would.
Peter, if you're free right now, hop on stream, please.
Yo, I love these. I love these weekly streams. Peter versus Ahmed. You know what, Marshall? I'm down to PayPal you some money every week to see this shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Pay-per-view.
Don't worry.
I'm down to pay you some money. I'm down to pay you some money.
You have membership, right?
I love this. Honestly, I love
yes.
I think the highest membership on Casually FC has to be an hour stream watching Peter be
exclusive content between Peter.
Yeah, that needs to be.
I'll pay for them, man.
It'll be like oh my god, I feel like there's an ESPN show where the both the hosts are genuinely just don't agree. They have like complete polar opposite views. I can't think.
Well, once a week, just like a 2-3 hour stream, they go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I see the video. What a loser! Facts.
It's not facts though. Our manager's job is to put players on the pitch and make sure the tactics are ready. You have set piece guys that can obviously help to improve some of this different parts. I'm not disagreeing with that, but still, the gaffer's job should be: this is how we break a low block, guys. Let's make sure we're tactically good enough to do it too.
Ahmed, I feel like you are genuinely being serious now.
That's not me being like. This is not me being like being a twat. Yes, we have set piece coaches that can help us do the job. I'm not disagreeing with that. But the main point is that he also needs to know what needs to be done too. You know what I mean? We don't need.
But you don't think he does?
Well, if he's asking analysts, bro, then he clearly must be something also something too. I'm not saying that.
Ahmed, you realize he has hours of work, right? Like he does stuff outside of training Chelsea.
Marshall, what you don't understand is he needs to be doing everything at the football club when it comes to like football. Like
does he book the flights too? Does he go on kayak looking for the cheapest flights to Caribbean?
Shout out Tuku saying if I have to drive the bus myself, bro. So Ahmed wants, bro.
You guys are complaining two things that I'm saying.
Marshall, why do you think Reece James is fit now? Because Maresca did the surgery and he's providing the lunches for Reece.
No, I'm not saying that.
I know you're not.
I just think you guys are just not getting the point. I'm not saying you don't need analysts to do stuff. Of course you do. There's no disagreement with that part. But I think also fundamentally your manager should also know tactically that he should be able to do stuff. But you know,
Ahmed, hold on. Let me just, because now I'm gonna take you seriously, okay? Because it sounds like you're actually serious. I thought you were trolling before, but now it sounds like you're being serious. I understand what you're saying, but I also think you are putting way too much onus that the manager needs to be in charge of everything. He has a team for a reason.
I
And
said
so
no,
while wait, hold on. Let me
Everything.
just land this point. So while the coach is on the training ground, training with these players and doing individuals and figuring out how to set them up and do this stuff to his system, there's probably other people watching tape and showing Maresca the highlights like, hey, this is an error that I keep seeing in this minute of this match, this minute of this match. We need to take care of like stuff like that. It's a team effort. Willie Caballero isn't just there to be a nice, shiny, bald head
What
next to
you're saying
Maresca's.
is not what you're saying again is not what I disagree with. I'm just saying he himself should be able to see the game and be able to understand how I'm breaking that red box as well. That's all I said, man. Why are we getting like right? I feel like I said talking crazy, bro. That's what I said. We shouldn't need analysts realistically for him to not be able to see what's going on the pitch.
Listen, all Ahmed wants a 94th minute Maresca dagger. That's what he wants.
Wait, let Scott go.
I would say, like, Ahmed, I kind of agree with your point in terms of obviously the manager should ultimately be the one trying to break down low blocks. But my whole thing about that whole like report is like that's just kind of a PR thing of like, do you not think the manager does that already? Like, how many fucking low blocks have we faced? You think it's taken him? You think it's taken him a year and a month or whatever it is, a year and 3 months into his tenure at Chelsea Football Club?
Hey man, that's
to
what they're
realize,
making it sound like.
maybe I need to work out how to break down low blocks.
Maybe that's what they're making it sound like, bro.
but like that's
just listen to where we are in this conversation relative to the initial point. We're like, Ahmed, like what happened was he read a headline, took it at face value, and the instant reaction is just let's blame the coach. Because what football fans do is they see what happens on the football pitch, good, bad, in between, and assume whatever happened is exactly what both managers sat down and planned to happen before the match. Right? Like the assumption that we don't work against low blocks is just because of some bad results against some low blocks. That's it. If you think this team really doesn't work on overloading areas of the pitch, moving the ball quickly, and sustaining pressure in the final third, I don't know what to tell you. The issue is some of our guys are just not that good. Like, it's not we don't work on it. There's also not some magic solution that Maresca's going to find in some football tactics book written in 1984 that's going to solve all our problems. There's no smoking gun to solve this issue, to tie all this together, to magically make us solve the Burnley low block that's going to be deployed 2 weeks from now. Because we know we're going to get one.
100%.
They're going to come out in a 5-4-1. They're going to put some shin kickers in midfield. They're probably going to put fucking the light-skinned dude up top who scored at Old Trafford. I forget his name. Lyle Foster. That guy. He'll be up front. They'll be throwing elbows. They'll be kicking shins, playing for long throws. We know what it's going to be. Like, this issue that we struggle against low blocks, yes. But we sit there and acknowledge the lack of consistent quality in our team, especially in the attacking areas in terms of depth. And then we turn around and we're like, oh, we struggle against low blocks. You need quality to beat these. If we had a De Bruyne and we were struggling, I would be more concerned. If Palmer was fit this whole season and we were struggling the way we struggled against Sunderland the whole season, I would be more concerned. But like, I don't get this. I don't understand why. I mean, I get it. Like, media needs something to talk about. Fans get bored. The reality is times are not that bad at our club. So we have to choose the next issue to focus on. Like, best believe if we were winning every game 3-1, the issue would be, why can't we keep clean sheets? There's going to be something to write about, something that people want to read about, because Chelsea are a big deal and people have nothing else to do except be hypercritical. Like, that's just the reality. So Ahmed sees a headline about low blocks, is like, yeah, how come Maresca's not figuring this out? As if, like, that's not the biggest issue for every top-level coach. Like,
it's
week
true.
in, week out, playing football.
Everyone struggles with low blocks.
We have the second most goals in the league.
I thought we had the
Yes.
first. Oh,
Well, we have
City
we
just
had the first
overtook
until
us.
Liverpool rolled over and got their bellies tickled today.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, like this is the thing. There's no genius solution that's going to solve all of our issues against every single low block that we face, guys. Guess what? Move the ball quickly, overload the central areas, quick rotations, moments of brilliance, and individual quality. Play some percentage football at times, meaning get some crosses into dangerous areas, commit some bodies in the box. Hope you have a good rest defense shape and sustain pressure, and just play the percentages. There's no magic to this.
And we're doing all of this, by the way, without arguably the best number 10 in the world.
We're
doing all of this without our best attacking player. So, like, I don't know. To me, it's not a real issue in the sense that, like, it's not worth being spoken about as much as it is. This is like the first world problem edition, but for Chelsea fans. Like, under Sarri, we complained about style. Under Tuchel, we complained about style. And it's like, oh, instead of acknowledge we just lacked quality in certain important areas, people had to make the issue some shit that doesn't matter. And I mean, I'm sure we'll complain about Maresca'S style over the course of the season if we continue getting results at the pace that we do, because it's never bad enough to get fired. It's good enough to meet the minimum objectives. It's good enough to point out the obvious lack of competence in certain areas of our team. Like, I don't think it's a coaching issue.
Peter,
oh yeah, man, it is what it is.
Peter, you remember under Tuchel, people were saying the reason why we can't score goals is because Tuchel's affecting the attackers.
Yes.
The reason why Havertz and Mount and Pulisic and Ziyech and them man couldn't score.
See where they play, how they play, if they play. The Tuchel's holding those guys back. One guy plays for Casablanca in Morocco. One guy plays for Manchester United sometimes. Timo Werner, I'm not even sure what club he plays for currently. I think it's Tottenham, but I'm not sure.
No. He's Peter. He's like the 5th choice attacker at RB Leipzig. He does not play.
Leipzig.
Okay, then again, where they play, how they play.
No, there was a deal in place, Marshall, or like there was interest. Never went through.
Yeah, and Mason Mount has the same amount of GNA, which is 3 in 39 games that Garnacho has.
The best player from that group of attackers that left is probably Pulisic. It's either Pulisic or Havertz.
No, and I think you're right, Peter, about like people finding excuses for something else. Because even if we think about us being defensively weak, which we as a fan base think we are, we apparently have the second most clean sheets and now the third best defense because we've conceded the third least goals.
That's actually kind of crazy.
CP, you know what? That makes sense. You know why? Because we had the third best defense last year. So it makes sense that we still have the third best defense.
But like, the thing is, like,
without Caldwell too,
we lack the defensive personnel relative to the other elite clubs in the game currently. I would say, and by defensive personnel, I really just mean center backs. And if you want to throw in the goalkeeper, cool, we can have that conversation. I really don't think it's worth having a Sanchez conversation based on this season.
Peter, you're killing me, man.
But like, Sanchez is not as near as big of an issue currently as our center back options are. I don't even think it's close.
That's actually.
I'm not saying
for this
like you're talking to somebody who would have bought Mike Magnan the moment I bought the club as Clear Lake like 3 years ago.
Okay, good. Okay,
so
good.
If it was up to
Now I'm back on side.
So if it was up to me, Sanchez would have never been here. Like Sanchez, Jorgensen, whoever the fuck, Slanina, random guy. I would have just bought Magnan for 75 million for 3 years ago.
Say that first. Say that for a second.
But yeah, but the point is, if you look at the games right now, I don't think Sanchez as an issue, a pressing issue to getting current results, is near a big a problem as the group of center backs. Because we're like one Fofana injury away, because we know it's going to happen, from Tosin or Badiashile playing. Badiashile, who's also like not fit. That's assuming you have Chalobah out there all the time.
Yeah.
Who we know has mistakes in him. Nice guy, like him, but like it is what it is. You know, like he's a 4th choice center back at Chelsea. He's never like a 2nd.
But
so like
let me
those
ask
are
you guys something.
When people talk defensive issues, you're comparing our center back personnel to other top clubs that we should be competing with for the silverware everybody wants. But if you look at a league table, you're like, our defense isn't that bad. in the context of this Premier League, which I do think is the lowest quality Premier League in a decade, like this is the worst Prem top to bottom, I think, since Leicester won the league.
Sure.
If, in the context of the rest of the league, our defense isn't that bad.
Well, let me ask you guys
we
something.
neglected to improve it this summer.
Because Pete touched on a few good points there, and I think there's something valid to ask here that I've heard been asked. Do you guys genuinely feel, based on the table, and I know people say the table doesn't lie, do you guys genuinely feel, based on the table, that we are the third best team in the Premier League right now?
Yes.
Yes. Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
Scott said no, so I'm curious to see what you say.
I would say maybe, but the gap between I'd say the top 2 and 3rd is astronomical.
Agreed.
Yes. I would say yes because I watched the other teams, but like the third best team in this Premier League is not some like accomplishment I would go to sleep and feel great about.
Sure.
Like I think we're the third best team because the floor between what we do week to week
City, Arsenal,
and the ceiling is pretty fucking low. Whereas like if you watch Tottenham, they can go an entire 90 minutes with one shot on target. And it's like you just can't you can only go so high up the league like that. Bournemouth, everybody's favorite flavor of the month manager, they go into the November break with a negative goal difference. If we had a negative goal difference after 11 games, there'd be discussions about this manager's job, and rightfully so.
It's your boy, Scott.
For me, are you saying we're the third best team in the league based on how the season has started? Mark?
I'm asking.
Or just in general?
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't feel like we're currently the third best team.
But what do you think it is?
What do you think?
Like, that sounds good. Like I want to agree with you, but you got to put somebody in there for
I think currently Sunderland should be in that place because I feel like in current form Sunderland have been pretty impressive.
That because it came from the championship.
No, but this is why I asked you: are you going based on how the season has started, or just in general?
Vibes.
I don't think Sunderland score enough goals.
Marshall, if you mean in general,
but they do have a good defense.
If you mean in general, I think in general we are the 4th best because I don't think we
I don't think I disagree with that.
Because I don't think we should be better than Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. However, when you look at how the season has started off,
we're definitely better than Liverpool so
Liverpool
far.
have been.
Yeah.
Yes, we're the 3rd best team in the league. We should be the 3rd best team in the league. And Arsenal and City are better than us. Which is understandable because we're not there to challenge. And the only reason why Liverpool are down with us is because they're not challenging either. So we're doing our job relatively to what the owners expect. To be fair,
the reason I wouldn't put Sunderland above us is they just don't score enough.
Yeah.
Like they have 14 goals after 11 games.
11 games, yeah.
Over the course of a season, that's less than 50 goals. Are you staying top 3 or top 4 with less than 50 goals across? I don't know. Like, there's probably a way to do that. I'm sure if you dig far enough back in league table history, there's probably some terrorist team that's done that. And like, they're a great story, like good for them. But if you're going to say we're not the 3rd best, somebody else has to be. We can't just vacate the 3rd position because we think teams are bad. Like somebody has to be 3rd. You play the league you're in.
Yeah, that's fair. Ahmed, what about you, man? Do you think we're the 3rd best team in the league based on the table? You've been really quiet in this discussion.
If that's what the table says, then that's what we are. I mean, there's no denying that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but you can go against the table like you go against most major opinions.
After 11 games, I would say the table could lie a little bit.
It can lie a little bit here and there, but I think it's just about.
That's why you look at the table. Look at the table by like halfway.
But I feel like right now we're 1/3. We're 1/3 right now of the season, or pretty much 1/3. Or I'll probably say, of the season's gone through. That's where we are currently, and I think again, expectation-wise, I expect us to finish 3rd and 4th. We're on track to do that right now. We're in 3rd and 4th. We're in 3rd.
So you're okay with where we are right now?
Yes.
Ahmed, question for you. Based on your opinion, where does Maresca rank amongst managers in the league?
I mean, probably 3rd or 4th place as well.
Really? So what's the top 4 then in order?
That's tough.
In your opinion?
Probably always
That
going
is
to be
actually a tough
Guardiola. It's going to be Guardiola always first for me.
Yeah.
I think second place, I'd probably say, only because of his consistency now. And it's look like he's probably going to win the Premier League at this point. I'll probably have to put Arteta somewhere around about there currently. Even though I think if you want to say Slot only because he's won the Prem or Maresca, you can switch them around for me.
I want to say Slot, but it's so hard to say
the problem
Slot after what's going on
problem
right
with
now.
Slot is that I feel like
They're getting
he's
bent
getting
over every week?
Slot is getting
it's
exposed basically
really
right now.
bad.
It feels like he's just getting exposed now when he's using his own implementation of tactics of like top players at this point. So not great, but
that's fine. So,
but then, like, obviously, there's other guys that I look at in the league that I really like Iriola.
If he says Iriola got bent over today, brother.
Listen, yes, but he
Like,
got
he
a
did.
big time stink.
At the same time, he's also
Iriola hype. Iriola is just another Thomas Frank. Gonna get put to a big club. Doesn't know how to be on the front foot and is gonna get exposed.
That's fine.
But listen, I'm not saying he's still better than Maresca, but I'm saying I like him. Doesn't mean that he's better than him.
I have a better.
The implication being he doesn't like Maresca.
I have a better conversation.
I've always thought that Thomas Frank was a decent manager.
It doesn't pertain to us though. But I have a better question in terms of managers.
Hold on, Peter, because I'm getting somewhere with this. So hold on. So Areola, cool. Who cares about nipple, man? Maresca's top 4 in the league. Where does he rank in the world on it, in your opinion?
Bro, you're asking a lot of questions there. I'm not sure where we're
That's
trying
a
to
harder question. That's a harder question.
That's a much harder question. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's also a bit complicated as well. Yeah.
Because, like, I'll be honest, he doesn't crack top 10 right now.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Does he?
I mean,
I don't think he does. He's not better. I don't think he's better than Pep. I don't think he's better than Arteta. I don't
Prime go, and then I'm gonna use this to transition to the next topic.
No, I'm just trying to get to a point where I'm at. Okay, name me managers not in the Prem that are like
Better than Maresca.
Okay, name me a manager that's on his level in the world, and name me a manager that's name me a manager on his level, name me a manager below Maresca, and name me a manager above Maresca in the world.
Before you answer that,
where you rank.
Before you answer that, because this brings me to the next segment. Funny enough,
Let's not go to
Chelsea
the next
are winning
segment.
awards. No. This has to do with the manager. So just to remind Ahmed, Maresca was nominated in the Men's 2025 Coach of the Year award for Ballon d'Or. All right, just reminding you.
World champ.
All right, and as of right now,
How did this guy sneak into
he's
it?
been nominated at Best FIFA Men's Coach Award.
Yeah, I'm being honest. Marshall, the moment I see guys like Roberto Martinez in this award, I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't count anyway. I don't care about.
Yeah, that don't count, bro.
Like, Roberto Martinez.
We need to have nominations for nominations' sake.
All right, guys,
But this is a good pool to pick from, to be honest.
That's
Is Arteta
fine.
the only guy on there who didn't win anything? That was serious. That was not meant to be insulting.
Yeah.
I don't know ball. I don't know ball about Javier Aguirre, but I'm assuming he won the CONCACAF Champions League with like Tigres.
Javier Aguirre won.
Did I make that up?
No, Javier Aguirre is the
Probably
Mexico
didn't.
manager. He's the Mexico manager. They won the
Dude, they won the Gold Cup, right?
the Gold Cup. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
All right,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my
they
bad.
picked the US.
Wait,
Yeah.
Javier Aguirre
did
ever
Roberto
coach
Martinez
Tigres?
win Nations League?
Yeah, he did.
That was
Yeah.
him. That was the other guy. Okay, cool. Fairs. Anyways, let's not get into Arteta slander just yet. Ahmed,
No, Javier Aguirre led Mallorca to the Copa del Rey final in 24.
Wow.
Hey, good gaffer there. Good job, Mexico.
Oh, that was my.
There you go. You got options on
Anyways,
It wasn't
Ahmed,
Tigres. It was
so,
Monterrey. This
can you name me
motherfucker. This
in
is
the
the
world?
motherfucker that signed Gignac. I know you.
In the world, you name me a manager that's on his level, that is better than Maresca, and that is below Maresca. I'm just curious.
Well, below Maresca, Riola is easy for me to use. He's definitely below.
No,
Maresca.
not in the Prem. In the world, not in the Prem.
You just in the world. I just gave you a guy in the world. I can still use the Premier League as an easy
but-
example. So but that's a comparable example, right?
Yeah, but
It's
like,
quite easy for me to use.
okay, fine, right.
Someone that's better than him right now, pretty easy. Antonio Conte.
Okay.
I don't agree with that one.
I
I would
don't.
But in terms of the way he does in the league consistently,
I would push back against this.
Pierre, don't get triggered. Don't get triggered, please. Okay.
No, I would
that's
push
fine.
back against this.
And who's on his
I
level?
wouldn't
Who's
agree
on
with
his
this,
level
for
in the
sure.
world? Who's on his level in the world? That's not in the Prem, please.
Oh.
That's
We got a Syria
thing is,
flat
yeah,
track bully. It's clear of him.
The thing is, yeah, I want to say company actually. I was gonna
Let
say
Maresca
company.
lose 6-2 to PSG.
I was gonna say Xabi Alonso.
I was gonna say company.
What?
I think that
What?
yeah, I think company, and the reason why I would probably say company.
What?
Okay, no, it's fine. Stop. It's fine. Continue.
No, but like, what do you mean? Like, as in, like, he's. I know obviously companies won the league and stuff.
I think company's not a bad shot.
But in terms of like the stuff, in terms of the way they play, the tactical stuff they do, they're very similar.
That's fine.
That sort of thing.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Okay, fair. I just want to know where you, because you said Iraola. I want you to name the manager that's not in the Prem.
All right, easy example then. A guy that's not in the Prem that he's probably definitely better than, for example, is right now. Who's the guy that just went to Juventus right now? That's that won the league of Napoli.
Tudor.
Oh,
No, Spalletti.
Oh,
Spalletti. He's definitely better than Spalletti right now.
Yeah,
He's definitely better than Spalletti, for example. Right, that's an easy example.
Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fair enough. I just wanted to know where you rank him first. So, with all of that being said, would you get rid of Maresca and bring in Conte? Bring back Conte?
No.
Dude,
No, because
Dude, he hates
stylistically,
Conte.
because again, stylistically, he doesn't fit us, so there'll be no point in me bringing in Conte. It's also whenever you sack a manager, you have to also think about A, the players that we have, and B,
Okay.
was it called?
No,
B, the talent.
I agree with that.
Hey, man.
I agree with that.
Everybody wants to
But
talk about
saying-
Conte's
no,
league titles. Let's
I-
talk
no,
about the
Ahmed,
European
Ahmed,
football.
Ahmed.
Let's talk about
Ahmed,
it. I can pull it up.
Listen,
if you want.
yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You're right. But like, take away style aside and all of that. Would you bring back Conte?
Again, no, because the other reason is
No, I want to win
Chance
the
is
European
wild.
trophies.
in terms of it's
Well,
also
low
it's
ceiling
very
manager right
it's
there.
too
Chance
short
is
term.
wild.
He's too short term, and secondly, I think again as I said before, he burns out really quickly. He's like one of those quick burnout managers, and I don't know
Okay,
if we
fair
can
enough,
if we
fair
can do it right now.
Hey, at least, I hope maybe this helps people knowing where Ahmed these things. Pierre, you had a question.
I was going to say the more interesting question about Premier League managers is who do you think the fifth best one is?
I think
Glasner. I think
no, I think Glasner's better than Maresca. I was going to say Maresca's probably fifth.
Yeah, okay.
It's either I think it's either
The point I was going to arrive at was I think Glasner is the best of the managers that finished outside the top four last season.
I genuinely think he's currently the third best manager in the league.
If you want to say he's better than Maresca, yeah, I don't hate it. Mainly because I've seen him do this at two different clubs in two different leagues.
To be fair,
But
they've
losing his
stalemated
best players pretty
3
constantly.
times.
Peter, who do you Scott? Who do you think is second? Glasner is third.
Arteta and Pep's first.
Oh, you rate Arteta.
No, I don't rate Arteta. This league stinks.
I think this league's and if you look at the table, it's not great enough for the league. I'll be honest.
Look at the managers currently. Like, I like Iraola, but he's not an incredible manager. I like there's someone else I like. I like Emery, but I think he has a ceiling as a manager. Who else is there? Like, I'm not bigging up Rob Edwards coming into the league. He stinks.
But
Nuno's a decent manager. Decent. Like, Sean Dyche is okay.
Were you gonna
Yeah,
say
Eddie
something?
Howe's fallen off a cliff, man. Eddie Howe's having the
Eddie Howe's fallen off.
Eddie Howe's having the Bournemouth what's it called circle that he did
Well,
last
Eddie
time.
Howe always seems to struggle with balancing Europe and domestic league.
No,
that's
what
not-
I was going to say is like people saying this league.
Newcastle,
Wait, let's see
that
Pigo.
Newcastle squad doesn't have depth.
CP, what were you gonna say?
I was
Like
gonna say
I agree,
the
Prime.
Brentford coach is a first-time manager, and he's comfy 5 points above relegation.
Hey, pick up my guy.
thanks for trying.
Go
man.
I can't lie,
ahead,
man.
CP.
No, like the point is,
I appreciate that.
I'm
stuff.
trying.
You try, but I appreciate
I
that.
roll out the
point
red
is, like-
carpet, and these guys with their fucking mud on their boots
I know,
just keep stopping.
No,
it.
I was gonna say, people
Savages.
keep on saying that this league is not good,
Yeah.
but this league also dunked on every Spanish team they faced in right now in Europe, and every Spanish and every La Liga fan is talking about how shit that league is compared to the Premier League.
Man,
We were
you
saying
know,
the same thing last
my
season.
thing is more so
football in general is shit.
When people say the league is not good, what they really mean is
Is the quality
top
yeah.
5 or 6 teams in the league are not at the standard that we've had a group of top 5 or 6 teams in this league over the last decade.
That's fair. Yeah.
The quality drips down deeper, trickles down deeper than it ever has. You see more teams outside of the traditional top 6 taking points off those traditional top 6 teams than you have at any other point in this league.
Yep.
Right? The mid-table teams are better. You could say it's because they have more money, so they are now competing.
That's always my argument.
Like AC Milan for players.
I think it's more data as well. I think
so. Palace,
that's true.
Clubs like Palace, clubs like Brentford, clubs like Brighton, clubs like Everton are able to compete with clubs like Milan or clubs like Lyon or clubs like Ajax, like those second-tier European clubs, for the same group of players. So talent in this league is more concentrated than it ever has been. It's the league, when the league is not, saying the league is not good overall, like, I mean, in terms of the top teams, I think those teams are pretty weak. But if you look at the mid-table, it's a highly competitive league. Like, if you look at a table right now, there's only one team whose season is over. From 19th to 14th, there's 3 points in it. From 10th place to 3rd place, there's 3 points in it. It's a very competitive league. But in terms of the top level, like what we're seeing from those teams at the top, it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I
was gonna make a point that I think in general, like I feel like since I want to say after Conte, so that would probably be 2017ish. Like for example, we've had like we've been basically just fighting top 4 battles. I think a lot of the other teams surrounding it, Tottenham, slow decline. United been declining since 2013 essentially. Who was the other team I'm forgetting about? Liverpool, obviously, and City were always doing their thing. And then everyone else in the top 6 was kind of either in a slow decline or just having erratic seasons, essentially, if that makes sense. So that's always been the case. I think obviously the data aspect has meant that the mid-table teams are getting better players in general, right? Well, yeah, man. Listen, I think if you're a team that's not in the top 6, you're probably having good seasons in terms of like it's more competitive, it's more enjoyable for you to probably watch some of those guys in general. Maybe if you're like a relegation side, maybe not obviously fighting relegation, but in general, those are like pretty good games to watch. But I think if you're a top 6 side right now, a lot of those teams are kind of in rebuild phases, right? Spurs probably is in a rebuild phase. We're kind of doing somewhere around about there.
We've been in a rebuild for 4 years, but yes.
Yeah, somewhere around about there. Who's the other team? United in a rebuild phase. Who else am I forgetting that's in the top 6 right now?
Everybody's
Liverpool's doing something.
Everybody's rebuilding except for the club in first place, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I just think also, I'll be honest, it's just because the long throws have become a bit more effective now, obviously, because of like police play and stuff like that. That obviously people are not liking Prem Barkley balls again, which is kind of funny.
I mean, to be fair, that's one thing about this season I'm not a big fan of is like the league in itself. I'm not sure, because I'll always make the argument that I think because the amount of money that's now being generated for the Premier League and the spread of wealth has kind of been more even now. Maybe that's also being generous when I say that. I do feel that these more mid-table clubs now have more money and exposure to sponsorship. They can buy players now. FFP is always going to cap them. We see it with Newcastle. But I just think kind of what Ahmed was saying, like if you're one of those top 6 teams or whatever, like you're probably enjoying your football a little more because you don't have that pressure of being in the top 4, and so you get to compete more so with these teams that maybe you're not expected to beat, but you can cause an upset, like the Bournemouths of the world or the Crystal Palace in the beginning of the season, Sunderland right now. But I also do hate that the football this season has been mostly from set pieces. We're not seeing too many open play goals. Like there's an over-reliance, at least as of right now, the trend being throw-ins and corners, and it does make the football boring.
Marshall, how many teams are regularly using set pieces and long throws to score goals and not, like scoring from open play and stuff?
Well, you see Arsenal, for example, they're one of the teams that are using that as a tactic. They've been doing that since last season, right? This season, Brentford have had a big reliance on that. Sunderland to an extent. That's how they beat us. No, Liverpool don't do it. I mean, Tottenham have had some goals from long throws as well.
It's 3 teams, and of the 3 that you mentioned, one of them has arguably like one of the best set piece coaches in the league, and this has been their focus for a good couple of years now. One of the other teams was written off because they had a first-year manager and lost their best player. And their first-team manager used to be their set-piece coach. So why wouldn't they utilize set pieces? And they've always been good at set pieces, even when Thomas Frank was there. Like, that's why we got Quaver. So, like, and then the only other team is Sunderland. So I find this this idea of like
there's less set piece goals going in. Their set piece goals are going in at a lower rate than last season.
Isn't Arsenal set piece coach former Brentford?
Maybe he might be. I don't know. I think he's former City actually.
Yeah, he's former.
We have the former Brentford set piece coach.
No, Arsenal was former Brentford as well. So we got the guy.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
like, but this is what I'm saying about, like, everyone says, what's it called? There's so many set piece goals going in and everything, and it's like, it's so boring. But like, part of it is like, these teams have to do it. Like, if Brentford decided to go and not use set pieces and play expansive football, they're getting relegated. They're getting fucked. Like, there's no reason for them to try and play expand. Because, to be fair though, they are trying a little bit, but it's with set pieces because
it's a huge risk for a club like Brentford to try and be expansive and prioritize style over substance in the mid-table. Like, you have to be a certain level of club, and you have to have a certain type of floor to suffer the short term of trying to prioritize style. When Brighton came up, they kept Chris Hughton for 2 years to stabilize themselves as a Premier League club. Then they pivoted to a Graham Potter when they felt even if the bottom fell out a little bit, they would still stay in the league. First season, they were 11th. I think the second season, they were 14th. Potter came in his first year, they were 15th. Like, look at what West Ham tried to do with Lopetegui and then with Potter.
True.
They were about to go down. Look at what Forest just tried to do with Enge. They were definitely going down. And now look at who's in charge, Sean Dyche. Like, you have to be a certain type of stable club, like a Brighton or like a Palace, to try that and endure it and come out better for it. As far as the piece point, or go ahead, Scott.
I would say part of it as well is you have to have elite level recruitment in terms of you cannot miss. Like, you see it with West Ham. Part of it is, yes, they like, Potter was not a good hire, but look at who they fucking signed. Their strikers are currently Fulkrug and Wilson. Respectfully, why the fuck do what? Like, of course,
man. He got his money, man. He got his money.
Wilson sucks. Of course, you're not scoring goals. Those are your strikers. You have a midfield up until they bought Magassa. Your midfield was Rodriguez, Souček, Ward-Prowse.
Souček is
am I
in his mid-30s, by the way. Souček is in his mid-30s, by the way, guys. And
cool.
And last season, he was their top goal scorer.
Yes, but like, that's am I missing anyone? They got rid of Alvarez. Like,
Edson Alvarez left. He's at Fenerbahce, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's on loan, but he's pretty much gone. So like, you have to have the level of recruitment of like a Brighton or a Bournemouth in terms of, or Brentford in terms of what they've done, of like, where you almost don't miss, or you miss very few times, to be able to then build on that. If you don't have that, you need to, like, you see with Forest actually this season, their recruitment in the summer has been sketchy at best. And then they hired Ange, who didn't fit anything of what they were doing. And now they've brought Sean Dyche in, and like, their recruitment was still sketchy, but like, some of it worked. But most of who they're currently playing in their team and who is performing is the guys that were already there.
Bro, Maxey's barely paid for them. Hutchinson's barely paid for them. What's that guy, Dillian Bakwa, the guy that they brought from China, who's really good? He might be injured, but he's barely played even when he was
The
available.
only player they signed in the summer who I think's done anything of note for them is Ndoye, and that's in a couple of the games.
And
when
Igor
you know-
Tudor too, to an extent.
Igor Jesus. Those are the only
Igor
two
Jesus,
players.
right.
Also, and
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
the other guy, there is one other guy that's played. I don't know how he's played. I think it's been mixed.
The
Is that
Italian guy,
Savona?
does it?
Yeah,
What's
the right
Savona.
back?
guy?
Yeah, the right
Yeah,
back.
Savona.
Yeah, Savona.
Yeah, Savona.
Um,
Savona.
But that's that, bro. They bought like what 15 players in the summer. That's 3 we've just named.
Yeah. I was actually going to make a point as well, which is that, you know, in terms of style of play, if you look at La Liga, yeah, barring Getafe, like that guy, he's a sick man. That guy.
Bordalec? Yeah, he's
Wallahi,
he
he's a
is.
sick man.
Borderlands, true soldier there, man. I will salute him when he goes.
I think he's like a League 2 or League 1 version.
True soldier there, man. Gotta respect Borderlands. Gotta respect it.
Oh my!
If you hate Borderlands, you don't like football.
No, I can't like. But
we had Alan Neom. We had Alan Neom, former West Brom right back, as striker. True
barring
soldier
him,
there.
like barring obviously him. Yeah, if you look at all the teams that usually come up from like La Liga, they will literally do what Burnley does, what a lot of these other teams do, which is play their style of play essentially and play it out of the back and stuff like that, right? And a lot of them get relegated because of it too. So that's the league, and like sometimes I always say this, yeah, you cannot be too, you can't force a style of play, yeah, to work when you're, you know, on the back foot compared to some of these other teams do.
I think there's a caveat today because, like, what Scott was alluding to, right? In terms of, for example, an example that Pete alluded to when it comes to trying to stamp your style of play into the Premier League as a newly promoted side. We saw what happened to McKenna last season with Ipswich. He tried to do that. He tried
McKenna was a
to.
bit different though. Like McKenna was the recruitment. Like I think the style was fine. They just didn't buy players who were of a Premier League quality. You see what Sunderland are doing this season. Like, yes, it's not as expansive.
Shaka was a big move for them. To be fair,
But I'd even argue. Obviously, Burnley might get relegated, but I think Burnley are doing better because they bought players of a Premier League quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just so happens that like they're still not quite good enough. But like that was a bit. I think the better example, is Burnley or Southampton. Like, not only did you not have players of quality, you tried to play expansive styles of football.
Oh, Russell Martin. Oh my god.
Like, you tried to play expansive styles of football as a newly promoted team.
Forgot about him.
And it's like, notice how like Burnley this season, they're not really trying to be that expansive. Or what's it called? Leeds the same. Sunderland aren't either, because that's stupid. Like, that's just dumb. Unless you know for a fact instantly you can play that expansive style of football and you can do what Sunderland did and bring in 15 new players or whatever it was, 10 new players, who are going to help, and you bring in guys like Xhaka and who else they buy? Xhaka and
Mukiele, I think was a buy this season.
You got Xhaka, Mukiele.
I'm trying to think of like
I have Ipswich's summer window pulled up whenever you guys want to hear it.
What Ipswich is?
Yeah, when they came up to the Prem.
Yeah, go on then.
Jaden Philogene from Villa.
Christ.
Amari Hutchinson.
He's actually cooking right now in the championship.
Well, yes. Jacob Greaves from Hull City. Liam Delap from City's under-21s. Jack Clark, Sunderland winger at the time. Dara O'Shea, fullback from Burnley. Sammy Smodjic from Blackburn. Muric from Burnley. Chidozie Ogbene from Luton Town. Alex Palmer from West Brom as a backup keeper. Jens Cayuste on loan from Napoli. Connor Townsend from West Brom. And then Calvin Phillips and Ben Johnson as free transfers from West Ham and Manchester City, respectively. Or Calvin Phillips was a loan. But it was a bunch of guys from the Championship, and then Hutchinson and Philogene from the Prem. None of these guys, other than, I guess if you wanted to say Muric, but like not really. None of these guys were established Premier League quality guys.
Yep.
This is true.
They're all like, most of them are good players. I like the ideas of them. But in terms of surviving in the Premier League, I just don't see it.
And then you look at, Sunderland's window. Obviously, they bought Xhaka in. That's Premier League quality right there.
But I'm gonna look it up.
I say Mukiele. I'm going off the ones I just remember. Mukiele played in the Champions
busy.
Yeah, played in the Champions League, has played in top leagues before. Like, there's one of like an understanding. Even though he's not that good, that Reinildo guy, he's played at Atletico Madrid under Simeone. There's an understanding playing in the top league. Who else they buy? Who the fuck is them?
They bought Adingra from Brighton.
Yeah, he doesn't even play Premier League quality.
They bought Diarra from Strasbourg for 31 million euros.
Yeah,
they bought Enzo Lefebvre.
An understanding of playing in a top league.
Yeah,
they bought Enzo Lefebvre. They had him on loan, but they bought him permanently from Roma. They bought Brabi from Ajax, who's the oldest 23-year-old I've ever seen. They bought a winger from Club Brugge, Talbi.
Yeah.
They bought Siddiqui from Union Saint-Gilloise, who won that league last season.
Yeah.
They bought Xhaka. They bought Mukiele. They bought Alderete from Bordeaux and Getafe, actually. So he's a center back that partners Ballard, I think. They bought Roofs from the Eredivisie side, NEC Nijmegen, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought Traore from Ajax, Reinildo, Masuaku, transfers. And yeah, those are all their permanent signings.
Yeah, you look at who they bought compared to the Ipswich one. They bought guys who either have played the Premier League before, there was a few of them, guys who have an understanding of how to play in a top league, guys that, or they've bought guys in terms of like, I look at like Alderete, I look at obviously Xhaka, there was other guys you named there who have like are on the older side of like helping some like an understanding of just like experience basically.
Yep. No, yeah, like guys like Alderete, guys like Siddiqui, guys like Talbi, guys like Diarra played in solid leagues. The first three names I named as well have played in UEFA competitions as well.
Yep.
So they're not guys who you're plucking out of the championship and throwing into the Premier League. Like, I think people underestimate how hard that is to do. Yeah, no, it's Sunderland know what they're good at. They know how they're going to get their points. They know where their bread is buttered, and they're comfortable with it. As far as the Burnley point, I think Burnley are currently doing better than anyone thought they would be doing at this point.
I agree.
Like, they are not in the relegation zone after 11 games. Well, like, they're probably going to go down because of, like, overall quality, but they were the unanimous 20th place pick. And for them to be nowhere near that is credit to them.
I don't think they were anyway.
The thing for me that what's going to depend on Burnley, like I'm staying or leaving. In my personal opinion, it's a lot to do with what happens with West Ham, whether or not they can keep these consistent run of results. Which
no, of course,
they're stabilized a bit,
right? And I think Leeds is the one that I think is more likely to actually.
That Leeds team, it's cheap.
Leeds is definitely the one that's going to go down. I'm surprised. Again, I think these guys, I don't know how they win games, like or drawing games right now. Leeds. Again, they're getting stuff done.
Another perfect example, by the way, the Leeds one of like when we talk about recruitment. These guys got promoted, by the way, and these guys got promoted last season with they had Ramazani, who's no longer there. They had Pirro and they had Bamford, who's no longer there. So you lost 2 out of your 4 guys, or Aronson played, who's on the bench most of the time now. So 2 out of the 4 guys that you had coming up last season in attack are not there anymore. Nonto is also not a consistent goal scorer. He's a nice player, not a consistent goal scorer. And Pirro, since he's in the Premier League, has kind of been shit. You spent 18 million on that attack. Your starting striker is either someone who, like, the Metro, I think, is a good player, but he hasn't started that much. Your starting striker is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't know what aspirations you really have as a club in terms of staying up with Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
I'm looking at Burnley's team. So their team that just played West Ham that lost 3-2 or whatever. Their starting striker they signed from Millwall.
Yeah,
Fleming, but a decent season in the Championship. But like, I don't know if he's like actually Premier League quality. Their big signings in the summer were Ugachukwu, Broja, and Chauna from Lazio.
Kyle Walker too.
They've got Kyle Walker's a free transfer. I mean, like signings that cost money.
Okay,
Broya, they've gotten next to nothing from.
Yep.
Chauna and Ugachukwu.
Chauna had one. I think Chauna scored a goal to win him a game. Yeah, I don't know who
against Sunderland. I think it was either Sunderland or Leeds. I know they beat both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they had Twanzebe on a free transfer from Ipswich. They had Kyle Walker. They have Jaden Anthony.
They had Dubravka.
But yeah, they have Jaden Anthony from Bournemouth, and they have Dubravka net. Like, they've gotten more experienced players who are like used to the Premier League. I just don't think they have the quality to really survive. Yeah. I do think both Burnley and Leeds sink to the relegation zone over the course of time, but for Burnley to have 10 points at this point in the season, I do think they deserve credit for that. I hope we're going to see a better relegation fight than we have the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, looking at the table, Pete, I just realized no one's really talking about it, but Fulham are pretty much down there, and Newcastle are 12 points.
I think the difference between both of those teams and the guys we've mentioned is they have the quality. Like, I know that Fulham got blown out this weekend. Was it 2-0, I think, final result against Everton? But, like, they still have, like, if those guys get firing, I like Chukwueze. He seems like a good player. That Kevin guy looks like a good player when he, like, starts to get some, like, form. They have guys who can score. Like, we know that Jimenez and Muniz can both score, like, regularly. We've seen it. I trust their defense. Like, I think they're just in a bad run of form. And same with Newcastle. They've got the quality. Like, I think it's genuinely just like a...
I actually think Prime made a good point about them not being able to handle Europe and the league. But at the same time, if you look at the way they're playing as well, it's not great either. I'm going to be honest with you. they're not really great either. Yeah, and like, my thing for me is just that I don't want to... I am of the belief that I feel like Eddie Howe's time at that club probably should be moved on, because I think we've reached the ceiling of him. If I'm a Newcastle fan, that's what I'll probably say about Eddie Howe. But with Fulham, you know what it is? It only made like 2. Basically, they were about to make 2 signings. I knew the first one was a Brazilian kid they bought for 50 million or something around about then, and then the other was meant to be Tariq George, which obviously didn't go through because one of the other guys, Harry Wilson, wasn't able to leave. So like they basically got the same squad. They've not done that much change. So I think obviously when you have pretty much the same squad, there's obviously going to be times where it's going to be a bit more difficult for you to change around stuff when things aren't going so well either. So
they've also spent basically the entirety of the season up to this point without their most creative player statistically from last season. So like, I kind of understand that.
But I'm looking at Fulham's team right now. Their fullbacks are Sessegnon and Kenny Tete. Feel how you want about Calvin Bassey and Joachim Anderson as a center back pairing, whatever. They have Leno, an established keeper, in goal. You've got Sander Berge in midfield. They have strikers who can actually score. I don't think they're actually going to be in a relegation scrap. Like, I think they will pick up some form, find some results. But yeah, like I just don't see a universe where Leeds or Burnley finish above that squad at Fulham, unless like Marco Silva just gets mad and resigns.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'll be real. I'm looking at like every team below Fulham as the candidates to get relegated. Like I think the only reason why like West Ham won't is because of Nuno. I think the only reason why what's it called? Forest won't is because there's like the quality of the squad more than anything. Even Deitch, by the way, I think if they had Deitch but worse players, they get relegated. I don't think
they could. Low key, Forest have a lot of like attacking talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've got so much attacking talent, and like their defense is still decent. I think they're fine.
It's funny because like in 3 games under Deitch in the Prem, they scored 5 goals.
Yeah, well, 3 of those were today.
Well, yeah, like they scored twice against United. Like they probably should have won that game.
Yeah, so hang on. In how many games?
In 3 games, they scored 5 goals under Deitch.
It's technically 2 games because it's literally United was their last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, but his first game was Bournemouth, and they lost 2-0.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of
but
really
like
2 games.
When you're down at the bottom, you're conceding goals and you can't score.
Yeah.
I know like West Ham and Burnley have scored more goals than Forest, but I think Forest from now to the end of the season are going to score significantly more amount of goals than Leeds and Burnley, for example.
I think Banana asked a pretty interesting question.
Yes.
Iriola or Glasner? I think it'll be at the end of the season, but
yeah. If I'm Glasner, though, I'm super careful about going to Newcastle.
Yep.
You think why? Why so?
Because what could he conceive? Like realistically, what could he achieve at Newcastle that he can't do at Palace right now? Like they're not going to win the league. He's already won a cup.
Yeah.
They're in the conference leagues.
You would assume he's going to win the conference league.
Yeah,
this
if they
season.
take that serious and the players maintain fitness,
I would then assume as well
that.
if they invest correctly, which it looks like they are doing. I would assume next season when they're in the Europa League, they could challenge for the Europa League as well. So like, and that's probably their ceiling. And right now, that's probably Newcastle's ceiling as well. Like Newcastle could make Champions League, which I don't think Palace could in terms of in the league position.
Yeah.
I mean, but
they're kind of like, are you seriously thinking you're going to win the Champions League if you're Newcastle?
Yeah, like the only reason I could see him moving to Newcastle is if there's a guarantee of him like spending power. That's the only way I could see him moving is like because obviously you see they're able to sign.
Funnily enough, I think Strasbourg and Palace play each other on match day 4 in the Conference League.
Which is next week.
Well, it's
after international break. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a Thursday after break, so
I'll watch
play
that.
each other. So you'll get
Bro, that week's going to be a good week of football. You've got Arsenal, Bayern, you've got Palace, Strasbourg, and you've got us and Barcelona.
I don't think I'll work that week.
But yeah, like if you're Glasner, you use all this upward momentum. Do you cash in all of your like football political capital to take the Newcastle job? I don't think I do.
I think you would if I was Glasner, I'd probably wait for that United job. Even though United is another one where like
I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you.
I would not take that United job.
Yeah.
I agree where you guys are coming from, but also to Pete's point, like if I'm Glasner, I'm probably taking the step up to a Big Six team and not.
Fuck that. If I'm Glasner, I'm waiting for Douglas to get tired of that Germany job.
I was gonna say I'm waiting for Bayern Munich, or I'm waiting for like the German
I'm waiting for Bayern, or I'm waiting for Germany. Fuck that.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like
fuck risking your rep on United.
Like if Inzaghi leaves, I mean not Inzaghi, but who has ever taken over like Inter Milan?
What job in Germany? Like I don't think he's going to take the Dortmund job.
No, that's what
I'm saying. I'm saying it's either the national team or the top team in Germany.
Oh, that's what you mean by Germany.
What I will say, the only reason like I'm unsure about the national team is he's not German. So like he might not have a real care about managing Germany, but like yeah, like I'm trying to think who else he would like. Obviously, I think the City job.
Sporting director.
If that's open.
I'm trying to think of like other Premier League teams that he'd actually go to. Like the problem is as well.
He's got a point. I'd probably stay if I'm not going to go to United. I'm probably staying at Palace, unless Liverpool, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think Slot gets sacked.
Liverpool, so what I don't think would offer him the job because stylistically, I don't think it would work.
They didn't want to give the job to Amorim because of fears of
they're not a back three team.
Oh yeah, true.
They're just not a back three team. They don't have the centre backs.
But I mean, they're rebuilding, right? Like I don't think Van Dijk only got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, but Marshall, so you'd have to.
He's played this shape pretty much like the last 6 years of his career.
Yeah.
And like,
but I'm thinking like. I'm thinking of a way where it could work, where it's like, okay, Van Dijk, you're on the last year of your contract. Time to phase you out.
They were speaking with.
Okay, who plays in midfield? Because you've got like 8 midfielders.
The thing I was gonna actually also add, they had Amorim.
Hang on. Also, sorry to interrupt again, Ahmed. I'm just thinking about this now. They've like Gakpo doesn't fit that system. Chiesa doesn't fit that system. Salah doesn't fit that system.
Salah's another one though on his way out.
Who else have they got? Like, so unless you're going to go with a front three, which could, if you're going to fully rebuild and go with a front three of like Ekatike, Isak, and Wirtz, like cool, maybe it works. But like,
You know what?
outside of that,
Madrid's a good.
Ping pong as well in
this
cricket.
like really is not suited. Their team is not suited right now to a back three.
I was good. So I've got 2 points here. I'm going to answer Peter's point. The problem with Atletico Madrid is that they gave Simeone like a 10 million deal, bro. Every year he's getting 10 million. So unless you're willing to like cut that deal from happening, there's no way he's going to Atletico Madrid, basically.
No, I'm saying just purely if he wants to step away from that job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would be a good job. And I think secondly, the problem with Liverpool is that I know obviously Amarin was rubbish. Amarin now was rubbish, but back then when they were looking for the new manager around the slot, they looked at him too, but they were like, stylistically, he's not going to make fit. He's not going to fit, right? So if you're saying that Amarin, what is necessarily going to change with Glasner? I know Glasner obviously implements it a lot better, right, and everything like that. But what's going to change with Glasner?
The only players in Liverpool's team that would suit that back three are the fullbacks, which like I'm not building my team around the fullbacks. Respectfully,
I'll build my team around fullbacks, but not Kirkes and Frimpong.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you can't do that, man.
I have no issue building around like elite fullbacks, but like not them two. Fuck that.
I feel like I know
never compensate your principles or your system to emphasize the weakest part of your team.
But isn't Frimpong like good in the fullback position, Peter? Would you not say?
Not a fullback, but as a wingback, I would.
As a wingback, so I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As a wingback, though, I really feel like Kirkes is.
Ahmed, why are you imbalancing all the other actual good players to fit Kirkes?
That's true.
That's
what to be fair. Just a devil's advocate on that. I think if you go into a back three, this is just hypothetical. Bro science talking about my ass.
Center backs, by the way.
I'm waffling, okay? But I could be cooking something.
As long as we acknowledge it.
Am I correct in saying in Leverkusen, Wirtz, Frimpong, they played in a back three system?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like maybe from a financial aspect, you could look at it as, okay, maybe a back three manager can get the best out of a really expensive asset in Wirtz.
Realistically, guys, the Liverpool back three conundrum is the number of center backs and the fact that they can barely function in a midfield three. How the fuck are we going to condense those roles down to a pairing of two?
Yeah, like you'd probably have to go.
If they had a Caicedo, maybe.
You'd probably have to go Gravenberch and McAllister, and even then, I wonder how that would work. And when Szoboszlai's your best midfielder currently, how do you drop him?
Yeah, and also we need to also realize that McAllister's fallen off a cliff too, bro. He's like
that too.
He's like a shadow of his former self.
There's far too many question marks about this. Like, there's far too many question marks for it to work. Like,
I think the other thing,
the way I see it too, like,
is that maybe if you say Szoboszlai because of how like Swiss Army knife has been on this.
You want to just do the thing and play Gravenberch?
Defensively, he's been pretty good this season.
Yeah, you could probably look at Szoboszlai.
If you wanted to play like Wirtz as an inside 10 and like Ekitike and like either Gakpo or Salah, I guess you could. This is the thing. Like, you guys are saying put Ryan Gravenberch at center back, so you have a midfield two of Szoboszlai and McAllister to play under this hypothetical system. Which I don't think is a terrible solution, but I don't think that's a good team at all.
I was saying, so who's playing centre back then next to him?
I know that Marlon brought Leone, but I think Leone is far too young to be starting.
Leone's just coming off an ACL, brother.
Exactly, as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the whole
Joe Gomez. You think Joe Gomez can do a job, guys, in the back three?
Bro, so what we're saying is their back three is looking like Joe Gomez, Gravenberch, and Canate. Yeah, okay.
Relying on Joe Gomez is like relying on Wesley Fofana.
It doesn't work. Like I would.
You'd have to go back into the market and get a center back. Which Gahey is a rumor.
National team job to open.
Actually, to be fair, Gahey is also rumored with leaving. I mean, the more I talk about this out loud, the more it seems to think that maybe there's a possibility. I'm convincing myself into thinking Glasner could be the next manager of Liverpool.
Bro, like try to work out who's playing where and that. So yeah,
the back three is the weird part. Yeah,
he's gonna if they win Conference League, he probably tries Europa League, and then after that, you kind of see what happens. But there is a glass ceiling to everything Palace can do.
Yeah.
But if they walk away from this era with a Conference League and an FA Cup and 2 European
legendary era for them.
Like realistically, like you're above Villa, you're above the Newcastle job now. You're waiting for you combine that with this Europa League at fucking Frankfurt.
Yep.
It's not like Eintracht Frankfurt were a European giant, or like we're a superpower in the 2010s.
And you're saying like in terms of Frankfurt now, they're you would say they're in like that tier under what's it called, Bayern. Like there was probably about like 3 or 4 teams in that tier under Bayern. So yeah, Bayern. It's like maybe Juve if you want to try and revive that better. It's Inter Milan. It's Napoli after Conte leaves, maybe.
If he goes and revives Juve, he's a legend. But that's a crazy job to undertake. If I'm him, I'm just not staking my...
Like that's the sort of job you're waiting for, though.
I think the thing with Juve is that, you know, as a Serie A watcher, they're in a United position right now, bro. It's not a great situation over there. Barring Yildiz, the block's not great right now, I'll be honest, over there. And the thing is, what makes Juve worse is that they decided to sell some of their best academy talents as well, which still mind boggles me to this day. Like, they literally sold Hoyse, they sold another guy to Roma.
It was the short-term like financial boost they needed to like balance the books to pay off all the wages for like Ronaldo and shit.
Yeah, it was bad, and so they lost like
every club he touches. I hear
3-year cycles of FFP were fucking them.
And like the thing is, like, listen, Spalletti, he's not got the juice anymore. I'll be honest with you, mate, as well. So, you know, right now it's really just, you know, they're just trying to get top 4 or something like that. But it's gonna be a bit of a while before Juve can really get.
Spalletti wins the league.
Spalletti's not winning the league. I promise you right now.
You are gonna have to answer for those
I will shave my head bald. I promise you, he's not winning the league.
All right, there it is, folks. It's Spalletti by some mirror. I agree. I don't think he's gonna win. But if he wins by some league,
he's not winning this year.
Bro, I need you to understand, Mark.
Give it up.
They are playing. They are literally playing.
There's going.
Lloyd Kelly is looking like a superstar over there at Juve right now. I want you to put. This guy was playing at Bournemouth 2 seasons ago. Yeah, and he wasn't even good at Bournemouth. He was a bench player for Bournemouth.
But hey, we can say the same from
Who's that? Wait, Ahmed, who is that?
Lloyd Kelly, bro.
Lloyd Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Like I really feel like people do not understand like how bad it is that you made. Barring Yildiz, yeah. And listen, if Chelsea can get Yildiz, mate, hey, listen, I'm interested, you know. But other than that, man, a lot of the other guys, Cambiasso, bro, he's so erratic. He's one day he's hot, one day he's cold.
They drew a Torino today.
Yeah, it's like it's very like the whole Juve team is just very erratic, bro. In terms of like the players they've got, some of the younger guys sometimes good, sometimes shit. They're not improving, and some of the other guys they've got like big. I forget the.
Funny enough, like all of this being said, right, about how shit Juve are, they are 5 points off the top in Serie A. So like, if a manager were to ever go in there and hit the ground running and like give them some sort of short-term boost, winning Serie A
is not that hard.
Like the 2020s, it's low-key like an everybody eats league after Juve ran that shit for so long.
Bro, AC Milan, yeah, I think they drew their game against I think it was Parma, sorry, because I was watching that game alongside Chelsea. It was a fucking amazing game, by the way. What was a great comeback by Parma. But like AC Milan, bro, they've got guys that Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and they've got another guy called Salamanca's, bro. Cannot pass the ball, bro. They don't know when to pass the ball.
Salamanca's is they're playing. So AC Milan, I have their team from today up on my screen. They played a 3-5-2. Nkunku and Leao up front.
Nkunku's got a new gym, Marshall. Nkunku's got a new gym, Marshall.
Estupinian left wing back. Salamaker's right wing back. A midfield three of Samuele Ricci, Yusuf Fofana, and Luka Modric.
Bro.
They have Pavlovic, Matteo Gavia, and Connie De Winter as center backs with Magnan in goal.
I wanted to say this right now. But Musa is trash, bro. He's actually trash. I can't believe people were trying to get this guy. He is actually, bro, he can't put a shot on target. He can't defend. He's like a flipping cone. I can't believe there was certain Premier League clubs here when I was before he went to AC Milan that are trying to literally poach this guy. He is cooked. He's cooked. And then Salamanca, what makes Salamanca's worse is he will get into he's great positionally because he'll get into these positions. but he doesn't know when to shoot or when to pass. So essentially, they've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek when he was on the 2-court, all right, run back, where he could dribble, run all the way down the pitch, but does not make the pass at the right time, basically.
The new Nkunku trim.
And then Nkunku, I can't lie, Nkunku, you know what? He's getting back into form. I'm gonna give my boy Nkunku a bit of grace there.
Is he getting back into form?
Yeah, he's getting back into form.
Transfer market.
And
Help me
you know,
out here.
Leao is playing striker right now, Marshall. I just want
He
you
has-
to
he
understand.
has one
But he
assist.
always used to play striker.
He has one
He
assist.
played striker under
No.
Spalletti.
No, so he used to play that at times, but he's actually like just generally playing now outright.
He's playing.
striker.
He's playing in a front two before
And-
he was playing left wing.
Yeah, and like and the reason why is because obviously Santiago Jimenez it was already a bad buy. I don't know why they brought him then, right? He got injured. He's got like a bit of a medium term injury, so they need someone to be there with him. And the only other striker they've got, I forgot, barring him, I forget who the other striker is, but
Hey,
they've only
this,
basically yeah, go
this
ahead.
great tactician Antonio Conte's Napoli haven't scored a goal in 3 games, by the way.
Oh, they lost 2-0 by the way. They lost 2-0 by the way today.
They haven't scored a goal.
Ahmed, you're gonna have to explain how Nkunku's coming back into form because I only see 1 assist since he's come back.
7 games. That's what I said.
The
He's one of-
19th.
That's when he was hyping
You
it
know,
up.
in Nkunku, listen, it's not about the GNA all the time, Marshall.
Oh
Come
my
on now, come on now.
I mean,
Not always about the
As
GNA.
a, as a front player, I disagree.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying, nah. But
I
like,
hear it, but nah.
But did Inter win today, by the way? Because like I can't lie, man. I don't. You have,
Inter first.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes, I want to say yes. Yeah, they beat
the
last
thing
year.
of Inter,
1-2 against
Inter's a funny team because they legit just added 1 young guy into their midfield. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I've not watched that many Inter games this season. Yeah, and they basically just they've gone back this. Sorry,
Are you talking about Sucic?
I think
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, and that's pretty much the only
Yeah,
team
he's
they
got
legit
Got
made.
Bonnie too, dude. Bonnie's been balling out for them, dude.
And that's pretty much it, bro.
Didn't Lautaro Martinez tell Çalhanoğlu to find a new club?
Yes.
Basically? He's still there.
Why was Lautaro Martinez beefing with Conte, by the way, that other day?
Because Conte was talking shit to him. Basically. He said he don't have the
He
ball.
used to be the same. He used to be his manager. I
can't lie, I can't lie.
disrespect. They almost threw hands with Conte. I was like, "Yo, this guy's like twice your age."
Oh, they both. Well, they literally actually had a boxing fight before when he was a manager of them. If you remember. You know what I mean? It's like a
You
family
didn't
boxing
say they
fight.
had a boxing match because there were so many arguments. You didn't see this? It's online.
Yeah, they
I
really
forgot about that. Actually,
Yes.
he wanted to run it back, bro. That's
Yeah, he both
hilarious.
lost. They both had
Oh,
boxing
yeah,
matches.
Sommer's still in net for Inter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, they only changed 1 player, bro, from the starting lineup. I'm telling you, that's legit what they've done.
Well,
I
no,
can't lie.
Did they have a Kanji last year or no?
No, only
No,
Akanji
Akanji's
changed. Sorry,
new.
because they
Yeah,
swapped
Akanji's
Akanji for Pavard because Pavard went to.
Bro,
was it-
Bastoni is still playing. Bastoni and Acerbi are still.
Bro, they're gonna run that team to the ground, Pete.
Yeah. They're running the way.
I mean, in their defense, if you get another league title out of it, like
They're gonna get into league title, I think.
Wait, are they
Which is
first?
minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
they're
first.
first right now.
I told you,
Yeah.
bro, it's been basically business as usual. I think the only other team that can.
I'm surprised because when Kivu came in, like they sucked to begin with.
yeah,
The
they've
only
got
other
like
guy.
4 wins in a row in all comps, I think.
Yep. I think the only other team that can probably compete with them, because like I think I respect Allegri
AC
enough
Milan.
is really Allegri. Yeah, and AC Milan.
Mhm.
The problem right now of AC Milan is that they keep on dying for some reason when they lead. That's what
I mean,
happens.
I'm also gonna give it to Napoli. You can't discount Napoli either.
The thing with Napoli
Okay.
right now, the thing with Napoli is that it's Conte's second season, bro, and he
Yeah.
has a second season syndrome.
Yeah, this is true.
I just want if anyone in the future mentions us linked with a Roma attacker, run away.
Yeah. Roma can't
These
score
are-
right now. They can't
They're-
score.
No. They're tied for first. They won their game. I'm saying it's because Gasperini's manager, and when he manages a forward, he turns them into gods. And then the second they leave that club, they're turned into bums. So
Bro, their
please,
strikers aren't scoring right now.
Please.
CP, they're not. The attackers aren't actually good. I'll be honest with you.
Bro, this team stinks. How is it goal difference off the title right now?
dude, dog.
This
This
team
is
stinks. Lorenzo Pellegrini.
Yeah.
shout out my boy Pellegrini, man.
They
That's how we
have
go.
Artem Dovbyk up front.
Up front, yeah, with Cristante in the midfield.
This team fucking
Ferguson, it can't even score a goal, by the way, to
Yikes.
save his life.
They have Matthias Sule starting, El Shaarawy off the bench. What? They have Brian
I'll be honest.
center mid with some random African named Manu Kone.
Hey, respect Manu Kone, man. Respect Manu Kone. I want to my Chelsea.
I'll be honest. If you're
Smash the
Spurs,
likes for Manu Kone.
if you're Spurs and you're into this whole like we like attacking football, you
Oh,
should
no.
pay the bag for Gasperini. That's what you should do. Honest to God, if you want attacking football, and
No. Like, bro, the moment one of those Spurs players like gets in a locker room with Gasperini, they'll come out crying, bro. They're like,
Yeah, he will kill them. He will kill them, bro, in the locker room. The thing is, like, listen, this is the reason why I watch Serie A, bro. It's a great league to watch. You know, it's very competitive right now in terms of the top. It kind
it's
of
always
reminds me.
competitive,
It
to be
really
honest.
reminds me of like the old school Prem. I'll be honest. It reminds me a lot of the old school Prem, in my personal opinion.
I can see that.
In terms
But
of,
it's always been competitive. Always.
Not really. It's only started to become competitive post Juve. Post Juve is when it became
Well,
competitive.
okay, sure.
Generally.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, Marshall,
Not
they
always,
won that
but,
league
yeah.
like 9 out of 10 years. Like before Inter decided to break the deadlock.
No, I understand that. I mean, in recent time, it's been competitive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
They
I
won
know-
it every season from 2010, 2011 to 18, 1920, I think, right?
Yep.
No, I
And you
think
know who?
I think 2010, 2011 was AC Milan's last season of winning when Thiago Silva was still balling at Ibrahimovic.
Is that true?
Yeah, after that, it's just-
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so from 2011 to 2020, it was like Juve exclusively, I think.
I do want to take this moment to segue into some of the injuries that are happening on Chelsea.
So we have spent like.
Can we talk about? Can we talk
Listen,
hour and a half talking about
with how dead Chelsea news has been, I don't mind it. I'd rather talk about just.
Well, there's
whatever
nothing to talk
football
about.
is.
We're about to go into break.
That's what I'm saying.
People are going to cry about friendlies and pretend to care.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the World Cup qualifiers. The important thing is
Oh yeah.
Caicedo, Enzo have friendlies. Lavia can't walk. That's not new. Santos has friendlies. So does
Actually, there is some news. I don't know if Marshall's talking about it later, but I don't care. I'm going to bring it up now because you brought up Pete. Enzo Fernandez is not going to international.
Yeah, he's not going to Argentina.
Here it is.
Of course.
So Enzo came out and said, I'm in a lot of pain. I'll try to recover as much as possible over these 2 or 3 weeks and be 100% ready to train and play with my teammates again. I don't know if I have the actual tweet, but yeah, Scott confirmed that apparently he's not
He's
going
got
on
bone
international
edema.
duty.
He's got bone edema right now, just from like swelling. That's what it's got. He's got bone edema.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
What did I say?
We move. I thought you said bolydema.
But oh my goodness.
And I was like, what does that mean?
Oh my.
We continue on. Enzo Maresca on Romeo Lavia injury latest. As of right now, this is what we know. We don't have an update at the moment. We need to wait some hours for all the checks he needs. At the moment, he is injured. He is in pain. We need to do all the checks. And then on Lavia is physicality. The main target for Romeo is now to be fit. This is obviously before the injury. Don't get any injuries from me. In this moment, Romeo is where Reese was more or less 1 year ago in terms of being back after a long time. We need to manage him all the time. The target for him is to keep him fit. We need to, bless you, we need to be very careful with him because we don't want him to be out again and finally he can enjoy being a footballer. Obviously, falls with the injury. And then Maresca said that we feel shame for him, especially for him. He's not able to be fit for a long period. We will see now. It's too early to understand what kind of injury. I think it's his quad, which he's had an injury with before. Other news as well in terms of the injuries. Palmer and Badiashile being back soon. We hope so, but with Cole, we tried to schedule the beginning and then we need to review that. We go day by day with Cole. He is not taking any sessions with the team. We have Benoit that can probably be available after international break, and for us, that is huge news, and I agree. Just stay fit, please. Enzo Maresca and Dario Sugo as well. He's still out for a while. Probably we need to wait, but maybe December or January for him. And then on Isugo and Lavia injuries hurting Caicedo's rest chances. Absolutely yes. We have Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Neto, João Pedro. They are all players not training every day because of issues. Moy was on the pitch inside 5 minutes the other day. We have used Andre Santos as number 6. Reese can play as a number 6. And Josh, you ready for that, guys? Josh Achenpong as number 6 as well. Whew. Listen, it's no surprise to us. We know players are lacking fitness, whether it be because of Club World Cup or just the schedule of games, so on and so forth. But I think Maresca does touch on one of the key points is I think Lavia and Isugo being that midfield depth, or they were supposed to be that midfield depth for the season, and unfortunately they're injured, forcing Maresca to play Moises Caicedo as much as he has been. And I think people were saying in the review of the game yesterday, Moises Caicedo looked off the pace. I don't know what's up with him, what's going on. Brother, it's because he played 85 minutes the game prior.
I also disagree, but carry on.
Oh, what were you going to disagree about?
I think he was
about him not playing well?
Yeah, I think he was decent. I think that the only difference was of like he had nothing to do. We spoke about it earlier. That Wolves midfield stank. That was the worst part of their mid team yesterday. Yeah. It literally stank. He had nothing to do. He would win the ball back and play it to someone else, and that was about it. He could have pulled up a deck chair for 90 minutes. He had nothing. Like,
maybe you should learn how to pass.
Maybe you should learn like how to fucking have a hairline, bro. Like,
whoa.
Oh, shit!
Whoa!
Let's go!
Whoa! What is this violence? I mean,
disrespectful.
Maybe he should get a hairline. Maybe he should get a hairline too.
Bro. Scott from the fucking top rope.
Scott got pressed, and that's the result.
No way.
He pulled the Lavia versus Liverpool.
That was crazy. I got fucking defeated. That was terrible.
You went straight personal.
Shit.
Bro, I didn't have anything else to come back with, I'll be honest.
Ahmed, you know what he did? He did the Masvidal, the Masvidal against Askren. That's what he just did.
That's what he did to me, mate. Yeah, bro. Damn. But listen,
2-second knockout or whatever. Oh,
no, but you know, one thing I was gonna listen. I'm not gonna fight back because listen, I'm happy with my hairstyle. So
no, it's fine.
That's good, man.
It's all good.
You know what I would probably say.
What did I make happen?
Don't worry. But either way, I do think. Listen, Caicedo, I think his performances in terms of maybe if you want to say like the lower percentages, it's probably it might be like probably like a 90%, but. We know why he's at 90%. We know that he's already hurt. The man's already like come out and said that he's carrying like a knock or something like that. So I don't know why we expect him to still perform 100% if he's carrying an injury.
Neto's another one I'm surprised to see on this list, to be honest.
I mean, I'm not surprised. He had to eventually be that at some point, bro. This guy was so injured for Wolves.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how he's barely been injured past for it. And you know what's funny? Whenever he was injured at Wolves, it was because he was playing great. At Chelsea, mate, bloody hell, different story, mate. You know what I mean? He's almost done the inverse. I'm playing a lot more, but I'm just playing shit. So
oh yeah, I'm stuck in. Like,
it's crazy. You know what, man? I just feel like Andre Santos. Like, I really do feel like the manager. I hope the manager can eventually, get Andre Santos up the pace, because I do really feel like once Andre Santos is up the pace, you can at least get Caicedo or Enzo at least a lot more less minutes.
To be fair to Maresca, he is giving Andre Santos minutes, and he's giving him starts.
Oh no, I'm saying hopefully when he's able to get Andre Santos into that groove that we want him to be in, so that all these other guys can play, right?
What was that game? Like against Karabakh, for example? Like, I think that was a mistake Maresca made, is taking him off. I think Santos was effective in that game.
Who would you have taken off?
I think in that game, let me look at the lineup. I forgot who I wanted actually.
I'm looking at it right now, brother.
Hold on, let me
Santos off for Enzo.
I don't think you needed to do that. I don't think you needed to make that change.
Yeah.
I think in that game, okay, so Lavia, Caicedo came on, Santos. I think in that game, I probably would have wanted João Pedro to come off for a Santos.
Yeah, João Pedro had a pretty poor first half, I'll probably say.
Or Pete, shift João Pedro to striker and then take George off and put on Santos.
Oh, Santos was on. He got hooked for Enzo.
You mean
He
Enzo?
got hooked at halftime.
Or yeah, not take off Enzo. If you want to put Enzo in there, you put Enzo into 10 or whatever, and you have Santos in there.
All right, whatever.
I was gonna make
That's
a
just
point.
my 2 cents because I didn't think it was bad.
No, I don't
I want-
disagree. I barely watched the game, dude. I'm just asking the question. Like, we
That's
trusted
kinda bad.
Lavia and Santos. That shit didn't work. Lavia's thigh exploded. It is what it is, man.
I was gonna make a
Like, I don't
question.
know. Like, I don't know what else to say. We tried to rotate. It didn't work. Niggas got mad, and here we are. Now we're talking about fuck rotation.
I really don't know why people get mad about rotation. We need
Because,
rotation.
Ahmed, it's a first world problem. People need to be mad about something Chelsea
It's like
related.
that is true. Because the thing is, here, we can't complain. Why is Hato not playing? Why is XYZ not playing? Yeah, and then when we're given the minutes and maybe they're not performing well because they don't play too much. Like we can't keep complaining about that, bro. We can't.
Chelsea fans when they see the
No, no,
lineup.
Go ahead, Scott. What are you saying?
Go ahead.
I'd say
Scott.
what you don't understand, Ahmed, is we absolutely can't complain about that because, like Pete said, we need something to complain about.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
like-
I've actually barely complained this season.
Would I have
I'm accepting where we
preferred-
are. You
Would
know
I
what
have
mean?
preferred Cucurella rested on Wednesday and Achimpong played, so Hato played left back? Yes. But like
agree.
it didn't happen. Would I have preferred Reese against the low block of Wolves instead of Gusto just kind of hanging out? Yeah, but Reese played on Wednesday. So like I have a couple complaints about selection, but they're not like things that I think are drastically changing the results that we got.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day, Tosin and Hato did Chuckle Brothers shit, so we conceded. Like, I don't know, maybe don't sabotage us next time?
Yeah, that's not a bad point. I will ask, like, in terms of Lavia, how long of a stint can he be out for this time for you guys to either keep him or be done with him?
Who, Lavia?
I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sell him. I'm done. I don't care. Fuck off.
We can't rely. His body couldn't hold up being part of the squad and being relied upon to play for like a month.
Yeah.
The only we've got right now, Marshall, is that our starting centre mids are hurt right now. You've got another guy that's kind of just coming to the league this season, right, from Strasbourg. And so we needed Lavia this season, bro. We actually needed
100%. I
bro.
agree.
Because these other guys are also carrying injuries. Like, listen, Lavia is my guy, but we need a guy that can.
We were in a position where we relied on him, and his body gave out after a month.
But what if he comes back in December?
No,
Do
I
you
don't have
reevaluate, or you're still?
No,
I
no,
can't.
no,
The thing is,
no,
Marshall,
it's
it's all
damage
well
is
and
done.
good. It's all well and good if he comes back in
He's
December.
proven
But if he's out after 3 games,
Rely on him.
Yeah.
if he's out after 3 games, then what do
Isugo
you
might be back in December.
I'll be
That's
honest.
Michael.
Listen, Isugu. What is Isugu? Can we ask the real question here? What is Isugu? I don't know
The
what he's
thing
gonna
is-
give me.
No, we can't say that. No, because I remember this fan base when Asugu, when he was healthy for the first 2 or 3 games, and in the second game when he made a cameo, everyone's like, dude, it's like we literally got baby Caicedo who's less
That's what they were
technical.
saying. I'm talking about Bridge Nation here. You know me, bro. Right?
Oh.
I'm actually
Hey,
saying.
Bridge
what is
Nation, man,
Isugu?
big up. Big up.
Thanks, man. Thanks, mate. I'm just making the point. What is Isugu? The reason why I say that is because I've barely seen him play in the Premier League, right?
Uh-huh.
And like I don't know, and like he's also gonna
You want to know who else we
time.
barely seen play in the Premier League?
Lavia.
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 Yeah.
That's the thing. So it's like it's a bit more harder for us to like. I think it's a lot harder for me to like analyze what Asugu's gonna give me in the plan. If that makes sense.
Bro, like,
We ain't signing a midfielder.
here's the
Gator,
thing,
I'm sorry.
Marshall.
Lavia gave us 105 minutes of Premier League
Oh.
football, and his leg exploded.
Yeah. Like here's the 2 things that I wanted to mention with regards to Lavia.
Not
He
good.
couldn't ask for a better situation in terms of this is the best ever since we switched our medical staff a year ago when Maresca came in. Look at the turnaround for Reece James and even Neto, who was injury prone before joining us.
True.
Right? So if you follow their instructions, which Fofana didn't do in the second leg, and now he's looking better, knock on wood, that continues. Right? So it looks like maybe it could be 3 people that Maresca and the backroom staff have
Fofana.
from
Your time's coming.
injury prone to starting level week in, week out players, right? Even Maresca joked that Reece James could play almost 2 to 3 games in a week, which we haven't seen since like 2021. Like that's insane.
Mhm.
So in terms of Lavia, like, buddy, you're done. And the second point is there were rumors that came out. I think others might have seen that there's 3 people that we're trying to go for in the summer to replace Lavia between Tchouaméni and Camavinga, because Nico Paz is coming in to Madrid, because Madrid has a buyback clause on him, so they're going to get that from Como, so they have to sell one of the midfielders, or it's Adam Ward. So out of the three, who would you guys want?
I think we've also. I don't know if we've been linked or it's just people like fantasy wanting him. Elliot Anderson as well.
Oh no, fuck that shit. Overrated.
I think I'd go for Wharton TP to answer your question.
It's not Lavia, dude. I'm tired of finding Lavia.
The thing with Elliot Anderson is that I don't think Elliot Anderson is a bad option if he's like a backup. I'll be honest with you. That's not even, and I don't think that's a hot take to say. If he's like a backup option for you, solid back that can play consistent minutes for you, as he's doing right now, not in Forest, I'll be real. I wouldn't mind having a guy like him. But I think Adam Morton's the one that you need to get if you want someone that's a bit more like for me.
Really, not Camavinga?
Yeah.
The problem with Camavinga is that Camavinga's been is the same guy that he was at Rennes. I'll be honest with you. He's not changed that much. He's not improved as a player.
That's not a bad thing either. He's still great technically.
I would rather have Chouameni's frame in midfield than Camavinga.
And I think
I don't hate that
as a
either.
backup.
But if it were up to me, Camavinga's kind of slight, dude, for playing the role we want like Lavia or Caicedo to play. I don't know.
I think where I stand right now with Lavia is I'm just about. I don't think it's going to happen either. That's the other thing too. I don't think we're going to sell him. I think the directors are going to make the same mistake again of like, oh, we could rely on him. We have him, you know. But in terms of going back to what Ahmed was saying about Isugo, even if Isugo isn't that refined product, we've seen him come in and just have like an impact to the game to our benefit. Where I remember he was kind of being used almost like not how Gallagher was using you, but like what I'm trying to get at is that when Gallagher came on the pitch, the idea is okay, press up and high in the pitch. That was his goal. I think with the Isugo, it's more so like, okay, you may not have the ball progression and the ability to drive up the pitch, but however, you can win a tackle, go into a 50-50, get some challenges, make it hard for their attack to penetrate the defense. And I think as of right now, at the bare minimum, I can at least get that from Isugo if he's fit.
So can we sign Gallagher back? What are you saying, Marshall?
No,
absolutely
I'm not asking
not.
for Gallagher.
You just literally mentioned the
No, I just literally mentioned Gallagher having a role, and Isugo's role is different than that. But it's like he's a role player, I guess, if you want to say that.
I think he was willing to be a role player. So what are you trying to say, Marshall?
No, we're not LARPing. None of that.
I'm just, we brought this guy for how much did you buy him for? Was it 25 million, Marshall? Was it?
I don't remember how much you bought him for.
This is your man, so like you should know.
I do like Isugo. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, also
you have some weird like.
I don't know, Scott. I do have weird taste in players. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you might say weird taste in men. Though.
No, it's weird taste in footballers.
Well, that's the way most players.
Fucking hilarious. Anything else, boys, or should we call it a show? It's been a good show. To go out? Is that what you wanted to say? All right. Well, ladies and gents,
I want to say one thing.
Go for it.
People, this Thursday, I think the rest of Africa and people who support other African teams are going to have the best hate watch on planet Earth. It's going to be Nigeria versus Gabon for a chance at qualifying for the qualifiers for the World Cup. So please watch.
Any big World Cup qualifiers or world matches that you guys are looking forward at?
It's Nigeria because they're going to qualify to the qualifiers to qualify.
When it's potable, watch Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, potable.
What?
Fucking way.
Paul's a Sweden manager, so you should probably watch that one.
Yeah.
Potter?
Yeah, he's a Sweden manager temporarily.
Yeah, he's a Sweden manager.
What? When did that happen?
He's on them temporary basis to get them through the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Is he going to?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate, but because they're in a dire situation right now, so they need to.
Yeah, they are. No better manager to get in dire situation than highest stakes than Graham Potter.
Hey,
That's
Hey,
what they brought in,
gotta
man.
do your thing, man.
Yikes.
Continue. He's like not scoring any goals, and Jokeres, man, keep doing your thing.
Yikes. No, let's keep the agenda going, of course. All right, cool. Big up every single one of you. If you haven't already, smash up the like button. Please do so. It does help out the channel tremendously. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Help us get to 5K subscribers. We're well on our way. I want to try to get to 3.7 before we enter or come back from international break. So we'll see what we'll accomplish.
Just
That.
give a quick PSA, Marshall.
PSA, go for it.
Quick PSA. If you are betting on a UFC fight and you rigged it, let me know, please. I just want to get a bit of money for the family. You know what I mean? Thanks.
What? Say
You
it one
didn't
more
know-
time.
I'm just saying, listen, if you're in the UFC and you're rigging a fight in the Apex card, just let me know.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Okay.
can make some good money. Thanks. Thank
All
you.
right.
Just wanted to put it out there, man.
We don't promote gambling, but
Too bad
hey.
he can't hit up Chauncey Billups anymore for Portland games.
Listen, man. Sorry, man. I'm hearing fights are getting paid a lot now with the gamba. So listen, just let me know if you wanna throw away a fight. Bridge Nation, hit me up, baby.
There you go. Hype up the video, people, because it helps out the channel. If you have hype points, use them, please, because it does help with the algorithm. And check out the links in the description. Leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on today's show. We talked about multiple things. So if you enjoyed the topics, by all means, let us know in the comment section as well. If we helped you get through your work day or whatever, computer day, desk day, or if you're just cleaning around the house, hey, let us know in the comments. But memberships, 4 different tiers starting at 99p. I'll say it again, 4 different tiers. First tier starting at 99p. That's less than $1. So if you want to get some cool emojis, some membership perks, and all that stuff, go ahead and check out the memberships. One of the perks of being a proper casual, and if you want to be a proper casual, you know where to look. Proper casual or higher tiered member is you get shout outs at the end of every show. And those shout outs are going to go to Staff 5050, SDFC, Benny, Johnny Bravo, Pels, EPL Turf, JC Dark, Lanray Sadiq, A. Soliman, and EE and Adrian. So big up to you guys. Appreciate the support at the proper casual level. So big up to the proper casuals, and also big up to everyone else who's also a member. We're gonna raid out to Vader Games, who is probably over the moon, happy with the result that he got at the Etihad today versus Liverpool. Ladies and gents, we end the international break for November with Chelsea in 3rd position right now, and hopefully more of that to continue on going forward into the season. Let's keep consistency, and when we come back from international break, hopefully getting some big results, because we have big games to show out for. So ladies and gents, be sure to tune in. We'll still have some content over international break, so stay tuned. But until next time, ladies and gents, stay casual, have a wonderful night, say hello to Vader Games, and until next time, peace.